Yes. Monday Night Raw is back on deck in full effect.
Yes,
I hope
sir.
everybody enjoyed their weekend, action-packed weekend in rap. Is it real? Is it AI? We waited for a diss on Friday that didn't drop. Then it randomly drops on a Saturday afternoon. Then it's two different versions. We
Right.
jumping out the window thinking it's one thing, thinking it's like what version is what. Then when we get off the air, the official version drops. It's just a lot going on. Of course, Future dropped as well. And they doing well, 175K projected first week. It's a lot going on. J. Cole is still in the crib. It's a lot going on. But anyway, it's Monday Night Raw. It's your boy Jarv alongside Dini Balance, alongside the homie Mace. Since the Raps will be joining us a little bit later. I think he's commuting. You know how it goes, top of the work week. Nothing but illustrious guests yet again tonight. You know what I mean?
Sir.
Rap is on fire. We got to get the takes from the east to the west coast, maybe even down south. I'm not sure yet, but nevertheless, it's a lot to talk about. It's a lot to get into. Fellas, what's the word? You know what I'm about to do? I'm about to get the links out to the socials so we can get to cooking.
Copy. This is when we talk to the fucking Chizat. What's goody? I see a lot of good folks in here. I see a lot of good folks. Maxie, what up, my nigga? I see a lot of good people in here.
Hudson, Dre,
Famous.
Ryu.
What up? Ted, what up?
What up, Spence? We got
good folks.
A full house in here. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Sincere made it right on. Okay.
And the announcements.
Sid took the express. All right. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So Sincere, pull up.
Still, I ain't even pull up how I wanted to pull up. Hold up.
PG Lane, the PG Lane part of
you
the
got the cape on. Sin got the cape on. Oh,
this what we doing?
This gonna be episode,
epic. So epic.
Damn, this shit.
What up, Blaze? What up?
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, take that shit off.
Raphael, what up? Sean, what up? Mark, what up? Spence, what up? Hut, my nigga Hut, what up? I see some good folks in here. Dre Seb, what up?
Some honorable people in the building. You know what I mean?
Right.
Good folks, they know the vibes.
Of course.
Yo.
The place to be.
Activated indeed.
Chambers, what up?
What it is, people, what it is. Again, nothing but illustrious guests, but it's gonna start off with the four of us. You know what I mean? We're gonna do what we do before our company gets here. You know when you have company, you gotta get your furniture right. You gotta make sure it's no
tidy up.
You know what I mean? You gotta make sure it's right. You heard? Hudson, what it is, boy. Fellas,
I'm gonna have to be careful with what I say too in front of company. You know what I mean? Like
that's a fact.
We got home training.
As we in the Billy. You know what I mean?
Right.
We had some takes on Saturday. We're gonna reassess said takes, but being that Dini wasn't with us Saturday, we're gonna come to you first, my brother.
Yeah.
Drop it, give me 50. You know what I mean? Drop it, give me 50 push-ups by Aubrey himself. You know what I mean?
Napalm. Say what you want. Cap if you want.
Dini, don't know.
Cap if you want.
Hold up.
Yo, you know what? You know why I'm gonna do this, bro? You know I'm gonna do this? You know I'm gonna do this? Because niggas jumped out the window for the Kenny joint. And the Kenny joint, it was some subtle jabs. You get what I'm saying? It was some little light jabs. And we flew out the window for it, did we not? No names was said. A song was named. You get what I'm saying?
Nobody jumped out the window.
Niggas jumped out the window. Niggas, humans, humanity, niggas who love hip hop, niggas jumped out the window. I did too.
Outside and said something,
which was fire, and we jumped out the window because he took the jabs. You know what I'm saying?
I see you, boy. I see you. Don't make me come out.
Well, Drake did the same thing. You get what I'm saying? I think these were a little harder than just jab. I think a lot of these landed. We knew where a lot of it was going to go. We knew he wasn't going to go too much into the album perspective, especially seeing after what happened to Cole. We knew he was going to go a lot on. He was going little nigga to nigga. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying? We knew that. You a little homie. You a pipsqueak, size 7 minutes. We knew he was going to basically sun him. And the whole thing is, I thought he did a great job. I thought this was a 20 against 1. I thought my nigga did his little face off against everybody and held his own. There's real jabs in here. Niggas' names is being called. Pure actual disrespect. Shit that niggas can actually go back and be like, oh, I remember when that happened. It's real smoke. I'm here thinking I'm gonna get the 2025 What a Time to Be Alive 10-year anniversary tour. I might be fucked. You get what I'm saying? This is little beyond words. Niggas is talking about niggas BMs. Niggas is calling niggas little niggas. Niggas is saying you getting done up dirty by your label, telling you the little man and the little man. You the double little man. That shit is crazy. It was a lot of spice. The bars hit since Sin's bugging because if Kendrick did any of what Drake did, the cake would be tied. Now it's not tied right now. It's on, but it's not tied. You get what I'm saying? He showed up, bro. Say what you want about that, man. I don't know who wrote it. You know what I'm saying? We're in Sally. That will always be held against him. But as a diss, the shit is fire. All of this is landed. Niggas is up in arms. And I thought it took a lot of attention away from the future. And well, they kind of took that attention away from themselves too, as far as with the men. The ladies love it. But it was a strike, bro. It was a genuine strike. I don't think it was anything to destroy niggas where niggas don't want to come back. But this is enough to have niggas really go to the drawing board and think it out. Kendrick ain't respond yet. You know what I'm saying? At least Rick Ross had the conjunction to jump out and say, you know what I mean? I have something for this nigga. Was it amazing? We'll get into it later. But where's your man's at?
You know what? It's a rare time when Deanie come in on timing like this. And I always what it is. When Deanie is on timing, the rap round table is just this much better. He said he waited 2 days. Where Kendrick at?
Where y'all at?
Real quick, was this not you?
Don't do that.
Damn.
Was that not you?
Yo, all right. And that's a dangerous game you playing, Sin. That's a dangerous game you play. But I'll explain that.
For the sake of argument, wasn't that when the leak dropped?
That wasn't the original version of the song, bro. That was the mixing shit. That was not the Who Kid. What's that? Who Kid came on? But your man became a Who Kid. That's what happened. You get what I'm saying? We heard we doing that, son. We bringing the shit. All right. Job. You don't want to make me that nigga, Job. Come on, that's nasty work, Sin.
No.
Indictments.
I needed that to be explained. So that I could go in.
You knew that. I had to explain that. You knew the first version was bugging.
I knew that he was wearing the cape tonight, and we see what kind of
chat.
Yo.
So
okay.
So in the group chat.
Okay.
I mean, we're all talking about it when the first leak came out. First of all, hold up. Where's Mace? Mace is ducking the smoke right now.
Yo, on time, Mace.
All of y'all.
Hey, you right?
On time, Mace.
I need you here for this, bro. I need you here for this right now. So we was all talking about the early leak. You know what I mean? We had thoughts about it. Mace, I'll give you this, Mace. You're the only one that's been consistent thus far, right? We heard the bars, we heard the beat from the original leak, and we was like, wasn't really hitting like that. Okay. You know what I mean? And that's when we did the reaction on Saturday. Fast forward, now we have the full version. It's been out for 2 days.
Right.
You know what I mean? So all of a sudden, because we get a better beat and we get Who Kid, and he puts a little bit of extra bass in his voice. Right. Now the bars is fire, Deanie?
Sin, we're not gonna do that, Sin. First of all, my nigga, hold on. First of all, my nigga, you are a producer. You understand what a little tweak here and there can go a long way in terms of musicality, my nigga. Let's not do that, my brother. As far as the shit was too fast for the beat. You know what it's like? The perfect comparison is watching a nigga try his dunk before he actually makes it in the dunk contest. Even when he lands the dunk, it's still gonna be a good dunk. But it ain't gonna look as good as if he dunked it the first time.
Y'all getting, you know what I mean, persuaded by the smoke and mirrors. The way
it's not smoke and mirrors, my brother. It's
mirrors, bro. Listen to me, real quick. I got the ISO. Drake is, if nothing else, he is incredibly smart and calculated. The way I see it, he dropped that early leak, which he knew people was gonna be like, it's good, but it's not enough. And then dropped the full version. He leaked both versions. He leaked the demo version first so that the official version could sound that much better when it's really just smoke and mirrors. It's not
that's not a game plan, bro. That's a terrible game plan.
I like that, bro.
Like I said, you don't miss the first dunk in hopes that nigga will see the second dunk and go ooh la la, my nigga. Like, come on, bro.
Let's keep it aside.
Stop it, Sin.
Because listen,
capping. Sin, you've literally put your own beats behind other niggas' music. Nah, let me. I've literally heard you put your beats, your production behind other niggas' music, and it changes the whole layout of the song. All of a sudden, that shit don't happen no more. The nigga's not even in tempo. Half the song was off beat. Come on, man. Sin doing a lot. I love you, bro. You know
and let's keep it a buck. Half the reason niggas love Kendrick is because of his voice and the way he changes shit.
There you go.
You should really understand what's going on right here. Like,
he knows the time.
I understand it being a better song, but if we're talking about a battle and we're talking about the bars, literally the first thing we said when we heard the leak, Job and Dini and me, Mace again has been consistent, but we all say, yo, those bars that he little feet and everything, that wasn't really hitting like that. Now, what I want to do real quick, since I have the floor, I want to dissect some of these bars. I'm gonna go down my list. I'm gonna go as quickly as possible, and then I'm gonna let y'all. You know what I mean?
My God.
Yes.
First of all, your first number one, I had to put it in your hand. Who was he talking to? Is he talking to Kendrick?
He's talking to Future.
He's talking to a lot of niggas.
So he's not. So it wasn't Kendrick because
that's the Future
peaked at 26.
Right.
So
that's the Future.
That's not a bar for Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get booked outside of America. Who was that for?
That whole those first couple lines is for Future. Like that.
All right, so not Kendrick. Copy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then he starts talking about Kendrick, talking about little feet, size 7. That's not weird. Talk about men's feet. I'm sorry. I digress.
He's treating him like the law.
It's in relation to him calling himself a stepper.
It made absolute sense.
It's at the very least corny. At the very least corny.
You know what I mean?
I feel like this is a bad idea to let Sin do this right now. This seems like a terrible idea, but I'm gonna let him cook. You know what I mean?
Number 4, your last one, Brick. All right, Mr. Morale was at number 1 on Billboard, critically acclaimed, massive world tour.
Sin is not a glazer.
So that bar didn't land.
No.
They make excuses for you because they hate to see me lit.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick fans don't think about Drake. Next.
This is that's
cap,
a damn lie right there.
That's cap, but keep going.
That's cap right there.
Yes.
The way you're doing splits, your pants might
this shit is low. I know the SVU right now.
We all agree that that's a cringy bar. The way you're doing splits, your pants might rip.
Yeah.
We could agree that that's a whack ball, right?
Agreed.
It's cool. It you know.
The opening of the disc was the weakest portion. We all know the second half of this record is where
heats up.
The haymakers started to, you know what I mean?
Oh, it's Kendrick?
It's like you building
everybody, Sin. Everybody, your man's included.
Are you sure you want to keep doing this?
Yes.
And also, Brick might not necessarily mean sales. Brick might just be, like I said, listenability.
So when he's done, just so y'all know.
I say that.
the Swifties bar. You might need a verse for the Swifties. Was Drake not in a commercial lip syncing to Taylor Swift music?
I don't know. I don't watch.
But that's
the same song that Kendrick Lamar was on the remix for. So how he look?
Bruh.
He's calling into question Kendrick's Drake is the pop star. That's like this is the pop star.
I'm not even have to explain this. Sin knows better, bro.
No, connect the point. Nah, because you skip past it, Sin. Connect the point. Drop and give me 50. Give me that Maroon 5 verse. Give me that Taylor Swift verse. He's saying that top is the one that's forcing him, Mr. You know.
Bro, that was like 10
that's
years
where the split.
ago.
That's where the splits joke comes from.
How old has he been? How long has he been holding on to these bars? Because those are like 10-year-old songs that he's talking about.
They've been dissing for 10 years straight.
Yeah, you said your man's holding on to a 4-year song. Why not, right?
Yeah.
All right. Then he puts his into it. Why is he comparing an R&B singer in a rap battle?
Why not?
What do you mean? Why not? Yo,
why not?
Yeah.
You said what?
Y'all crazy, bro.
Because that used to be on his record label. He's saying SZA got you wiped down. TDE. SZA hotter than you, nigga. Like,
Savage got you wiped down.
Not
Kevin.
You know what? You taking every line that surface.
Sin trying hard. If we did the same thing with that, like that verse, it would be ass, bro. If we did the same thing.
I'm gonna just jump in right here because
hold on. No, I gotta get the credit. The only line that really connected for me was "What's a king to a prince? He is son." That was a fine line.
That was a tough bar.
My calculations is a 1 hot line every 10 line average.
Okay, fair enough. Here's why I'm frustrated with it. It's not that I don't want Sin to cook, because y'all know I enjoy the melee and the chaos of this conversation. I love it,
of course.
But what we not gonna do when referencing the group chat is not front like Sin said Saturday on the league version that he wasn't checking for it. But then in the group chat, Sin said that Kendrick is on the clock. Now we
yo, and I ain't gonna show the group chat, Sin.
Kendrick is on the clock.
He said, "Whoa!" Once you heard the updated version, it was whoa.
One has nothing to do with the other. One has nothing to do with the other.
What do you mean?
The song is better. That's why you felt that way.
That's not, guys.
He's smoked.
Come out. If you say
that's not what bring up the group chat. Bring up the receipts.
Saying that the bars
say what
are
I
not
said.
that,
say what I said.
Hold on.
All I'm trying to say is, if you're reading these lyrics and you're saying that they're not good, then why would you say that Kendrick is on the clock?
Because they dropped an official final MP3 version. And MP3
fuck out of here.
Bro,
Sin.
that's what I literally said in
Stop
the cap. That's what I said in the group chat.
He said that. I thought it was cap in. I said on the last vid, I was like, Sin, that don't make no sense,
that
man.
demo was not worthy of a response. The full version dropping on MP3, that's enough to be on the clock. And I said he's on the clock.
Since Sin is like, you remember that Dave Chappelle skit when he was a president? He knocked over everything and then ran off the table. That's what Sin is trying to do with this episode. He's knocking everything over right now, bro.
Sin, chill, bro.
It's not hitting like that, bro. They're really not.
Insane.
The beat is tough.
Right.
The delivery is tough. It's a dope song.
Right.
It is a dope song. I'll listen to it and I'm like, oh, this goes hard. But in terms of like him addressing Kendrick specifically,
right?
He's not saying nothing that's too tough, bro.
Did you feel like Kendrick did about Drake?
Way stronger than this. What?
Did you feel like K9 Pet Cemetery hit like that?
we said that originally too.
But you had Drake on the clock.
I said this. All the dogs getting buried. That was the bars though. That took us home.
I say the Drake bars. I say the Drake bars hit harder than the Kendrick bars because the Big 3 bar is a J. Cole bar. Drake is
the last one is better.
Big 3 nothing. That's a J. Cole bar.
The hardest bar this shit is the 40 water bar.
Here's what I'll say about it. I think that on the league version, the vocals were ass, the beat was ass, the energy was ass, even the technical rapping of it just didn't hit for me.
The syncing was off too.
That's why when I first heard it, I thought it was fake because it's like I've been listening to Drake long enough, and we know what wartime Drake sounds like to where like this don't sound right. So maybe he did. I'll grant Sin the flowers. Maybe he did leak it, and then the people them said, "Yo, this is whack," and then he put out because then somebody put a daylight. Was it a tweet that was like you should have used my version?
Daylight.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like maybe he put out the different version, rapped it again, but we're not gonna act like rap isn't about like feeling too.
Conviction,
like,
of course.
The conviction, the energy, everything just it hit better. The pockets hit better, and the little darts that he threw, even a little academics voice. You know what I'm saying? The little PG shit at the end, the energy, like the talking down aspect of basically fronting on Kendrick. I'm not mad at it. I'm not saying that it's groundbreaking. I think it's as a pod we got to be careful because motherfuckers be taking our words and saying that we said something that we didn't say. I don't think anybody except for Mason saying that this is groundbreaking. But I think that it definitely, it's like when you box and it's like that it's not a big power shot, but it's a right hand that got the other dude's attention.
You feel
I think in the beginning, the first few jabs in the beginning with the pan splitting and all that other shit, wasn't good. I'll say that. It wasn't good. But then we got into the middle. He caught, like when you hear that in a boxing, it's like the last 10 seconds of the round, all of a sudden now Drake wanted to throw a whole bunch of combos before the bell rang, and one of them punches landed. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, saying SZA is really carrying TDE, saying your impact is not that. I'm really him. I'm not mad at it. To me, I'm not saying that he knocked Kendrick out, but I think he got Kendrick attention. What I will say, and I throw it back to the table, is this. I think what Drake did, while I did enjoy it and I was hyped, y'all heard the voice notes in the group chat when I was driving home from work. I think he's playing a dangerous game, not trying to knock Kendrick out early, though. I don't think Kendrick is meek. I don't think you should be playing with Kendrick like this. I think by doing this and halfway in it, he's leaving himself wide open to get his head knocked off by Kendrick.
I mean, it seems like the way the song ended, the beat switch at the end after the Academics sample, seems like he probably has something else in the tuck. You know what I mean? A part 2 or something. That's what it sounded like to me.
Okay.
And for his sake, I hope he does, because this to me, this is not doing it.
I don't think that's what it was.
Nah, but that Prince bar, let's be clear.
Fire.
That Prince bar is very loud. He didn't need to say too much after that.
That Prince bar.
I was gonna say, let's be honest in reference to what Jaw was mentioning. Let's be honest here. This is where never having jumped into the ring ever benefits Kendrick, right? Because he keeps saying Kendrick's coming. Like, the longer it goes, the more I keep thinking, like, when did this ever happen? Even the bars that got leaked recently that he had taken off of Damn, the ones about French, the ones about Big Sean, those wasn't no super kill these niggas bars, you know what I mean? So as opposed to a Pusha T who had been literally giving us a classic diss record already with Exodus, Kendrick, you know what I mean? This whole feeling about Kendrick is really just a feeling, bro. I'm gonna be honest, because he's never actually proven that.
Nah, but see,
and we've seen Drake lose on a big stage spectacularly. You know what I mean?
So I don't want to dominate the action. I just want to respond to Mace quickly, and I'll pass it to Sim. While he's not, we've never seen him in wartime action. He's shown us multiple times, whether it's freestyles, the subs he's throwing at Drake, and even just recently on Like That when that time comes, he's ready to scrap. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't act like we haven't seen Kendrick show flashes of a person who's ready to go to war if necessary. Like, if he's saying it ain't no big out of everyone, it's just Big Me. He's pushing these niggas out the way. He's saying these niggas is not me. I'm him. If a rapper says I'm him, he got to be ready to fight. That's my opinion.
We thought that about J. Cole last month.
Nigga, he was saying he was the one for years now, and this nigga just popped out a couple weeks ago and saying it.
All right. Can we tell the truth?
We know very good and well, Cole. Cole is not Kendrick. Kendrick.
You was the one saying you wanted Cole and Kendrick that Drake should sit out. You said
no. That's not. See, y'all mixing my words. I said with the fact that Kendrick mentioned the Big Three line. Right. That was directly in response to Cole and what he said. So this is Cole's opportunity to step up. If he really wants to prove that he is him, that was his opportunity to prove he is him, and he floundered.
But see, now we're not telling the truth. Before our company gets here and he's not all next to us when we say this shit, can we tell the truth about Cole? Was it Cole always a stupid kid we didn't think was like that anyway?
Absolutely.
Right.
Cole didn't become tough till he was 30.
But with all that talk he was doing, we
never called Kendrick soft. We always knew Kendrick was tough. We knew that.
I don't know about Dini, but yeah.
Cole was a side.
He's of the cloth, bro. Pause. If that requires a pause, but
that doesn't require.
Okay. Carry on, guys. I'm gonna be quiet.
You get carried away with the pauses.
Yeah. and
you get carried away with the pause.
Tune in tomorrow.
Right. To even get into what Jaw was saying about as far as I don't think the record is groundbreaking on a me versus Kendrick level. You know what I'm saying? But like what you mentioned, the jab he gave to Kendrick, the groundbreaking part of it is he gave that jab to 8 niggas on the record. That's the more impressive part of what I find about the record. Not just the back and forth between him and Kendrick. I don't think this is some sort of knockout blow or some sort of stunt Kendrick. I still feel like him and Kendrick need to get it on pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, they still need to actually take the gloves off and have a back and forth type of situation. But that's the most impressive part of the record, the Drake record in general to me. And to even get to it, like, a lot of people, like, because Sin mentioned I was early on how I like the record, and though I do agree with y'all, it's a much better record with the tweaks. You know what I mean? The bars, it wasn't just that, y'all. It was a lot of people skimming through it. They wasn't listening to the music, because even up to today, we're getting these Chippendale shit where he was really talking about Pluto. We getting the metaphor where he was mentioning Ciara's first or a single off her album. Like, we still getting metaphors about it to this day. So a lot of people were just kind of taking the lyrics at surface level, not realizing a lot of these bars had double meanings at all of the opponents. So I think that might have been it as well.
And that's not to mention, I think a lot of people still listen. My fault, John. Let me just jump this in real quick. I think a lot of people are still listening to the fucked up version. I think there's still a large group of people that still haven't heard it the way it was intended, the official tissue version, bro. I'm like, I feel like you can't hear that and just not say like he brought some heat. You get what I'm saying? I just feel like you can't hear that, especially if you were clamoring for what Kendrick did. To me, it just don't make no sense.
And Kanye said it. He said, if you go on the war with Drake, it's never going to be something that's like directly on the nose. He's going to say things that only you know what he's talking about. He's not. I don't like. That's why I was like, you know what? I don't like the beat. I didn't like the anything of the official version. But when I heard the final version, I'm really like in the car running the song back to back. I'm like, this nigga ready to scrap. You know what I'm saying? Like he put everybody on notice. In my opinion, he ain't knocking anybody out. But everybody knows I'm talking to you. Remember that fucking shit from Snowfall? Him. That's what was happening there.
Basically, we're just like, y'all, all my sons. That's the record. Basically, is a culmination. All y'all little niggas is my little niggas. If you look at each person's like track record, like he's a big part of their story, my nigga. Like if you remove him from a lot of those stories, shit will look different. You get what I'm saying? Rick Ross might not be Rick Ross if you didn't have him on what's that shit that went crazy? The Aston Martin music. Well, that's like some people consider that Drake's like best verse at the time, and that song was just flying through. Shout out to Chris Michelle and all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? What if those moments didn't happen? Like to me, like Future took off as an artist for real solid. Really for me, after DS2 was the time to be alive, my nigga. Like that's the one that let me know like he could be side to side with the niggas that's goated and still be the life of the party. Like that shit matters, my nigga. Like. Everybody he named, Metro Boomin, some of Metro Boomin's biggest work is with Drake. And they broke down the math. If you take down his hits, he got more hits dolo than all these niggas combined. You get what I'm saying? Like he's really tied in.
I didn't even know Tuesday was his first hit. Yeah.
Is this fight really about hits though?
It's not about hits. It's basically
it's
not about. It's basically saying y'all are my little niggas though. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna act like how much that doesn't play a big role in the game.
That's a great question by Jarv, though, because that's the thing about this song. Now that I got my thoughts off my chest, I will obviously give credit to Drake for like spraying the sweeper and hitting everybody. He hit like whether it's like 3 bullets, 1 bullet, 5 bullets, whatever. He hit everybody at least once, right? But there's a lot of different conversations going on there. You can't address Future the same way that you address Kendrick.
Why not?
So. Well, because of the question that you just asked, like, is this about hits? Because if it's about hits, then you can have that conversation with Future. But is this a lyrical battle? So if you're addressing Kendrick, you're definitely going to want to address Kendrick in a different context than you would address a Future. Is what I'm saying. That's not going to be the same battle.
We got Lowkey
definitely not
right on top.
Low, what up, bro?
What it is.
Low, what's the word?
What's poppin'?
Sincere Raps, I feel like Drake's approach to Big Dog and these artists that he's talking to on these records might not be the right approach for all individually. Where are you at with that particular take? Is it lyrical warfare against Kendrick? Is it boss talk with Future? Like where we at with this?
Honestly, it's just we live in a different day and age of beef records and responding and lyrics. Like when you look at Future, like Future's not the lyrical schmirical nigga that we, anticipate being on this. So it's like I'm not even looking at him like that. I'm not waiting for him. He gonna do the petty shit. I fucked your baby moms, just da-da-da-da. He's gonna do all that shit. My focus is Kendrick and Drake. Right? That's where my focus is at. Like Ross is gonna be funny. Ross responded pretty fast. Said some dope shit, but it's just my focus is Drake and Kendrick. It ain't Cole no more. It ain't the Big Sean's, the Wale's. It's them two. But all the antics that are getting in the way of like it's kind of diluting, the culture, the sector, the culture, like the sector of the culture for this. It's like all the people chiming in and the fan pages and the goalposts moving. Like it's getting we're getting lost in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But which is why I kind of been pretty quiet about it, because it's just like the AI shit coming in and like, is that record real? Is that record not real? Like, we also got to understand that Drake never uploaded Duppy to DSPs. Right?
Yeah.
So when niggas talk about, oh, that's not official, that like, well, he didn't do that with Duppy.
This is true.
Pusha didn't do that with Story of Adidon. Right?
True.
Like, niggas just got to it. Niggas hit the SoundCloud or whatever the case
People
is.
get forgetful when
put it out. And just put it out.
But it existed somewhere. You know what I mean? It existed somewhere on SoundCloud even.
Hey, but we
could have found it if you look for it. You could have found it, basically.
Yeah, you can find it. You know who I got to give really, whoever runs KarenFiles.com, they held us down this weekend.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Hands
Salute.
down. Yo, see what you were saying earlier about you don't think it was good enough? though? I don't remember. Like we got our company here. Maybe you could tell him what you told us. You know what I mean? You said it wasn't.
I think that in terms of the bars, the ones that were directed at Kendrick, I don't think we're strong enough to make Kendrick waver or even make him stumble a little bit. You know what I mean? Talking about his foot size, all right. You know what I mean? Talk about your pants might rip.
Sounds but look at what Nas said to Hov. He was like, "Yo, you Tybo Hov, like this, that, and the third." It was funny.
It was funny.
No one batted an eye about it.
But there was a couple people that said stuff about it.
Yeah, but it wasn't like detrimental. Like, yo, I can't believe he said that. Like, all right, cool. It was a corny line, but it was funny. Like, whatever.
It worked in the context of the song. It's like how these work in the context of the song. It's not about doing splits, literally. It's about doing money splits, which makes this shit line up perfectly, bro.
But that
he was tapping his
that
pockets.
was also, but I mean, also that was like 20 years. Another thing that bothered me was what was it? Like the line he flipped about like Interscope and you're gonna feel the aftermath of what I write down. Like, all right, bro. Like
he said, like it label you in the scope.
That's not a bad scheme.
Yo, sick.
It's not a bad. And then the king of pop line, like
Kendrick, this better be fire, bro.
Nah, you Kendrick fans really be acting.
Y'all be doing a lot. It better be,
bro. This feels like that line felt like some cool Mo D would have told LL in '87. That's
bro. Rick Ross is talking about BBLs, and everybody's acting like it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, bro. And it's hits.
Nobody holds Ross to the same. It's just funny, but
it hits.
But because we know the history of the alleged him getting surgery,
facts.
It hits. It's funny whether it's true or not. It's funny.
It's hilarious.
The whole mantra of Twitter is jokes over facts.
Yeah, and
Ross knows how to do that very well. Ross knows how to do that very well.
All right,
and that's where a lot of shit is going to be lost.
So boom, but then there's the argument that people will say, imagine Drake talking about somebody else's splits, considering his original Young Money situation. I mean, are we throwing that out the window?
Drake has consistently contradicted himself in this situation because what did he say to me? We waited 4 days. Where y'all at?
Yeah.
It took 3 weeks for him to do what he had to do. So it's like, all right, my nigga, like, what are we doing?
Load of historian is coming aboard today. I love it.
Bro, you know like, I study this shit. Like, I know what's what, but it's like, yeah, you could say that, but he got on the board. He got on the board and got in the booth, and boom, this is what we got. But, he acknowledged head on and got to the shits. Like, I'm not on that clock shit. Like, yo, I need Kendrick to respond tomorrow and Drake to come right back out 48 hours later. It's just like, all right, we're not there no more. This ain't Joe and Ransom. This ain't Push, and it's not that. These two niggas are highly, highly calculated, and they got to be very careful of how they move in regards to this entire situation because there's so many moving pieces.
That's fair. But I was talking to a gentleman yesterday, and he was telling me that he believes that people's brands are in danger with this situation. I personally think that it increases both sides. I think this is just good for the business. Do you think do you think a loss impacts a brand in this situation?
There's two sides to look at it, right? Drake comes from a very, very big corporate pop, hit maker, that side, right? This is not the thing that his fans or people associated with him are used to, right? Like he's engaged a couple times, but like now it's becoming a big thing. Push ain't blinked twice when he did what he did. Ransom ain't blinked twice when he did what he did. You know, Ross don't give a fuck. Like we already know where his mind is at.
Facts.
So it comes from both sides of business, legacy, social commentary. Like there's a lot of angles playing in this whole situation, and you gotta think they've been doing this shit for about 10 years. So like, it has to be, it gotta be good. It gotta represent like everything that's been building up to this moment. So if you fall flat, then that's a chink in your armor. We already saw what happened in Push with him and Push. So it's like he's got to really evaluate. Like, all right, how do I really do this the right way this time?
Much has been made about.
Hold on,
my fault, Sam.
Yeah, my bad.
Let me
that made me think of a question. What do you think about the mentioning of Whitney, the bar with bodyguard and Whitney? How do you think that's gonna turn out?
You know how it's gonna turn out.
The gloves are off. In war, it's always no women or children. Right? It's no women and children. He did that shit with Push, and when Push heard that, he said, yo, there's no rules in this shit now. Right? But then you gonna get on the shop. You gonna get on the shop and say, oh, you know, I didn't want to be this mean, this, that, and the third. What Push wife got to do with y'all shit? What Kendrick wife got to do with y'all shit?
Right. Disrespect.
I mean, he can't out tough him, so he got to do something. You know what I mean?
I get it, but now it's like, all right, if Kendrick go there, I don't want to see you on an episode of The Shop talking about, oh, I didn't want to be that mean and I didn't want to say things that like, nah, bro, you already used that escape route once. Now you baiting this nigga with his wife and like the catalog shit, cool, whatever. The splits, cool, whatever. Like that's you're supposed to do that. But now, all right, now my family getting it. Like you mentioned my wife, bro. Like she don't got nothing to do with this shit. And you know how these fucking stands are. Now they researching her. Now they bothering her. Now they like, bro, like leave her out of that shit, bro.
And the thing is, I feel like he not hit it, but like he covered himself well enough to be like, nah, that was just. He could say that was just a bar about Whitney Houston.
No.
I mean, we know what it is. I'm just saying he could on the other end of it try to cover himself.
I don't want to hear that because you knew what you was doing.
Nah, he's not gonna try.
You knew what you was doing. You nigga, you knew this is what the conversation was going to be when you said that line.
Go ahead, Mace.
Yeah. No, my whole thing is so much is being made of. Drake brought up his wife. What type of impact this may have on Drake in general, right? Like we see what happened between him and Pusha T. My whole thing is why aren't any of us considering that Kendrick may not even pop back out? Like, and what would that do for Kendrick? Like, we everybody was making
Kendrick
this a Drake legacy type of thing.
Kendrick laid the first bullet, and they've been doing this shit for 10 years. It's not like it just came out of nowhere. Like, these niggas been squabbling for 10 fucking years. This is the moment you wanted.
But what if that's my whole thing? Is there anything to lose on Kendrick? If Kendrick don't come back outside and for an album or for another year, is there anything to be lost on his side?
Yes.
Burning capes.
Perception.
and why isn't that being brought up more?
I mean, but we spent the last year talking about the perception of Kendrick after he took the 5-year hiatus. If he don't come back outside now, he might not get the full J. Cole treatment, but he gonna get something similar.
I look at it like this. They've been dating each other since what, 2013, 14, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
They both been dating each other. And guys like us or fans like us know, oh, I know where that was at. I know where that was directed at. I know who that was directed to. Okay. All right. So now we get into the nitty-gritty of it. Nah, don't back out now. Don't disappear now. Like, let's go. I don't want to hear no apologies. Like we talked about this last week with J. Cole, and like, that ain't what I want. And it's this is no detriment on him. I ain't. That's not what I want. Cool. Put you to the side. These two niggas want this. They want this.
This is the fight we want.
This is the fight we want. This is the fight they want.
Mace, real quick, you really you believe Kendrick's not going to come back out?
I think that Kendrick is the wild card in all of this. We have absolutely no idea what Kendrick could do in this situation. You know what I mean? I feel like he's the one who marches to the beat of his own drum, right? Drake is the one that we know the talk affects him. So whether you want to give him credit for popping out or not, you know what I mean? Kendrick would be the one where, like, yeah, I could expect him to drop some shit, but I also wouldn't be shocked if he disappeared for 6 months. I'm gonna be honest with you. So that's my whole thing.
The nigga got a number. This is what, the third week like that is number one.
Yeah.
That for him, if I'm thinking like him, that's enough because you got to hear this shit everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's, you know what, and that's what I like about push-ups. I felt like that was the chess play by Drake. That's a club record too. DJs everywhere. If you're not running these two back to back, then what are you doing?
It definitely is.
That's a fact.
It definitely is. Kendrick was smart with it. Drake is. We know how smart he is when it comes to these kind of situations, these moments. He knew what he was doing. That's why he told academics, he's like, "Yo, stop playing the reference, nigga. Play the CDQ." And when we heard that finished version, he was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
So I don't think Kendrick is gonna try to make a record. I think Kendrick is gonna try to make a very, very vicious moment.
That's his thing.
That's what I think is gonna happen.
So let me ask you this: when you heard the initial version that had everybody confused on Saturday, was that enough for you? Let's say that was the record. We don't get the final version. Would you be like crumbling up this whole situation, or was it enough for you to be like, all right, we could continue?
No, because not that much changed on, like, he took the Diddy and Ross line out, but the only thing that enhanced it was the beat, and he knew what the fuck he was doing with that. Now, if we just stayed with the version that we got on Saturday, I would still been like, oh, this shit's still hard.
Okay,
this shit's still hard. But when niggas started sending me the final version, I'm like, Jesus, it just sounded darker.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it just hit different. Like, he's dropping out parts of the beat for the Metro line. I'm just like, okay, yeah,
Metro.
Hitting the pockets, actually, because on the first one he wasn't even on beat.
That's what did it for me. Like, the pockets was different, the beat was different, the delivery sounded a little different. It just enhanced everything for me personally.
Me too.
And it made the lines hit harder. Lines that I didn't really care for in the first round. I'm like, the whole thing was just weak. But when you adjust the beat,
when you adjust the beat, you match the beat.
I'm just saying, man, a beat does not make the line.
It does, though.
You know what I'm saying? If we did that, everything. If we just ran with, he said 2 of them shits was due. One was Illmatic. It would sound trash if we broke down every bar like that, bro. But in the totality,
that's a trash line. But
it's a legendary line in the song.
Since niggas love going back in the past, let's not all act like in 2001, 2002, when we first heard Takeover beat come on, before we heard a bar, the energy was already activated. Like, the beat played just as much of a role. We had fuck Jay-Z. You know what I mean? Like, it's just as, imagine if Ether came out on some bullshit ass beat. Would it hit the same?
Not at all.
It's all inclusive.
That when they hit with a worse.
That's very true. Which is why, like, you might be getting a different conversation from me if we had not heard the demo version. The demo version ruined it for me. It really did.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the honesty. You know what I mean?
But we wasn't gonna get no demo versions of Takeover and Ether.
No, of course not. Of course not.
Right? We got a preview of it at Summer Jam.
Right.
And we got half of it. We didn't even get to the Nas part at Summer Jam.
This is true.
That was all Prodigy. So then when Blueprint hits, we like, oh shit. But if niggas is paying attention, you knew them niggas was squabbling back and forth.
Oh yeah. To me, this is like deja vu. It's the same scenario for me. And now we approaching the big fight. I was saying earlier before you got on, I don't know if, while I do like Drake's record, I feel like he might be taking a risk not going completely at Kendrick and leaving the door open for Kendrick to respond. Because I don't think Kendrick is going to play like that. You can't
empty your clip off the first round.
Facts.
Because Kendrick ain't emptied the clip off. Kendrick said maybe 3 or 4 lines that weren't that crazy.
True.
But because it was him, because it was him, because it was him that said it. Because what we've been anticipating, like, is this nigga gonna jump out the window ever again? Is he really gonna acknowledge it? Is he gonna step up to the forefront and say, like, yo, he said what we wanted him to say.
This is true.
He said exactly what we wanted him to say. He's scared. He already scared. He scared J. Cole away. And again, like, listen, I'm not anybody who's watching this. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be malicious. Whatever. Cole was like, Even before Kendrick said anything back or Drake said anything back, he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna go in the house."
I'm
gonna go in the house.
He knew what the energy was gonna.
In hindsight, do you think that he heard what the direction of push-ups and was like, you know what, this is going somewhere where I'm not willing to go?
It's possible. I mean, given their relationship, it's possible that he might have had win, or he might have had a conversation with Drake and this. I mean, all this is speculation. All this is hypothetical. We don't know. I don't know if niggas said this, that, and third, whatever the case is. But Drake said, "I don't give a fuck what Cole think. That shit was ass."
That's a fact. That's
so if that's the case, and if he heard Drake say that, he probably was like, "Yeah,
I ain't gonna front. This whole situation, the way it's moving, I don't see how this turns into a positive for Cole. I think this is a stain that's gonna resonate for a long time for Cole. I don't know. I feel like he's gonna have to really work his way back after this.
No. I don't. The only, again, like I keep saying this, the only reason it backfires on Cole is because now you can't lay into that. I'm better than these two niggas. You just can't. Now you just can't lay into it because in that regard, in that sector, you're just gonna be the laughing stock because you jumped out the window. Then you said, "I'm sorry."
So here's my question, y'all.
But you was a real man about it. You was like, "Yo, I'm not. That's not my caliber. That's not my character."
I got you.
All right, cool.
I got you, Dini. But then we see how the projections hit. He went from projecting first week 160K, but might delete later. He lost 25% off of that. It got to be related to that
because he lost us. His younger fan base is not gonna care.
They stuck with him. They love him.
He lost us. He lost our demographic.
He lost our demographic in that particular sector.
You said he ain't lose you, Low?
He ain't lose me. He ain't lose me in regards to that nigga being top tier MC. He ain't lose me in regards to being a good ass fucking, songwriter, producer. But he ain't lose me in none of that. He just lost me where it's like, yo, all right, my nigga, you just not built for that kind of shit.
But that's literally what he raps about is I'm better than you in every way. So are you accepting those bars the same way today that you do?
I don't think he's rapping those bars anymore.
Well, that's the thing.
That's a whole 360.
Those bars for like
you got to go conceptual
years.
now.
You know what I'm saying? Everything got to be deep introspection type shit.
What you can do.
But here's my question. Let's say Kenny come out the window, blasting shits on Drake, and says, "You know, fuck it, I'm shitting on J. Cole again too, just because I'm knocking both these niggas out." If J. Cole says, "You know what, now I have to get back in the ring," niggas is accepting it?
Yes.
Now he's forced out of hiding.
We're not gonna not listen.
Listen, let me tell you this. Rap fans are the biggest hypocrites.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, let's keep the same energy bullshit.
I'm not, you know what? I'm not even gonna hold you. If that nigga come back out with some shit,
you gonna tap in.
I'm gonna tap in, but I'm also gonna give like the prerequisite. Stay there.
Right.
Stay in that pocket.
You know what? Think about how we acted when Scary Hours 3 dropped. We dissed Drake for years after Pusha T. Scary Hours 3 dropped. We all gave this nigga his flowers. We full of shit. You know what I mean?
He gave us what we wanted, and we you know what I'm saying?
But
shout out to you,
but Drake ain't apologized. Drake ain't apologized.
That is true.
He just backed away and backed out and did some other shit. All right, cool, whatever.
But then gonna go on a podcast and say, "I'm sorry, guys," or did I let you down again, LeBron?
But see, like that wasn't. But see, like that's the thing.
My bad.
The thing about it was that moment wasn't an apology, right? It wasn't. He didn't get on fucking OVO Fest and apologize to 50,000 people. That's the caveat right there. like he backed away from it because he was like, "Oh, I was saying shit that was too mean." So it's a little similar, but he never said, "Yo, I'm sorry." He just said, "I ain't
And
want to
saying
do it."
sorry for not responding is different than saying sorry for responding. That's crazy. Like
in front of we back. It's like
52
deja vu.
racks.
52,000 of your fans,
Yeah.
and you do that.
But
Like I'll never forgive that.
I can't get mad at a nigga for understanding who he is at his true core. I
That
just can't get mad at a nigga for doing that.
and the crowd was behind him. If you listen to the crowd, they was like, "Yeah, we love Kendrick Lamar." So he wasn't alone out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I'm
A bunch
not
of
like
people felt the way he felt.
I ain't about to get on these platforms and yo, that nigga pussy, this, that, and the third. I
Right.
can't believe it. Like, yo, bro, that shit, that's you. That's your mental. Cool. I understand that. We didn't all apologize for shit that we done did and this, that, and the third. I bet that's what's up. But hip hop is just so fucking fickle and contradictory and hypocrite. Like, this is what it's been for years. Like, it's been like this for years. Like, this ain't nothing against Cole. Like, it ain't nothing against Drake.
We
You
want
know,
blood.
let's just rap. Like, let's just get to it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it.
And I
If you
think
want to jump out the window, jump out the window.
And I think if anyone could do it, like I was saying earlier, is J. Cole. Like we never looked at Cole as some tough guy, bravado guy in the first place. Like,
Ever.
if 50 would have did something like this, the energy, the whole universal response probably would have been harsher. Like some guys can't do that.
See, now that's a great example.
You know what I mean? Like people lied about Jay-Z apologizing to Nas for years. So I can understand because they look at Jay-Z.
He apologized to his mom.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. It was like
he apologized to Nas. He apologized to his mother.
It's a different time back then, man.
Different context.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, my mother heard me talking crazy on it. You know, God bless her soul. If she heard me talking crazy on rap, like, why the fuck would you say that? She'd be on my line as soon as that episode would air. Like, why would you say that about? Then I would have to get on the next episode and be like, yo, Mom, I'm sorry.
There you go.
I ain't apologizing to the nigga I said it about. I'm apologizing to you.
I mean, I shouldn't have said I skeeted.
I shouldn't have said it like that. I shouldn't have.
Wrong. My apologies.
All right. Before we let you go enjoy the rest of the night, I got one more question for you. And it's kind of, I brought it up earlier in the topic as far as mentioning Kendrick Lamar's wife in a metaphorical kind of sense. Does that mean that he's more intimidated by Pusha T than he is Kendrick? Because to try this again, he ran away from Push by way of, homie and Texas.
All right, let's be clear. He ain't run away from Push.
You sure?
He ain't run away from Push.
How would you word it?
He's still responding.
He's Mike Jack.
They've been squabbling. Of course.
He's still responding.
Yeah.
He didn't run away from it.
But in the midst of warfare, he took a step back.
Yeah, he did. I don't know what that diss was gonna be like, or if it was actually real, or whatever the case is. Like that, the aftermath of that shit. Maybe he even realized, like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to take it there. Right. Maybe he realized that too, without apologizing.
So, do you think he learned from his squabble with Pusha, or is he just less?
No, he didn't learn from it because he did it again.
That's what I mean.
Just
by
as
doing
reckless.
It again, that must mean he's more prepared for whatever, or maybe he don't. View
I think
Pusha.
What this is now is, and I've been thinking about this like all weekend and last week. I think he's just fed up.
Okay.
I think him and Kendrick are fed up with us, with each other, right? I think they're just fed the fuck up, and I think Drake going through that situation with Pusha made him really sit back and like, all right, like if I'm gonna do it again, all right, I'm gonna be ready for it. And I think that's what this might be. You know what I mean? I think he's getting to a point like it's just like frustration, like fuck all this shit, like these niggas. And you gotta think, look who's all like it's like he says, 20 verse 1.
Yep.
So it's
what does that say about him though? He pissed off 20 niggas.
So he's like, fuck it, I'm tired of this shit. And the one nigga he tired of, it ain't Future, it ain't Metro, it ain't Ross, it's Kendrick.
Yeah.
He is tired of that nigga being on his heels whenever he wants to be on his heels, coming out every 5 years and doing whatever he wants to do in the world looking like when this nigga's been running the game for the last 10 to 12 years.
So
he's their Avengers, bro.
Like Jay-Z versus Nas again.
Yeah,
it's the same narrative.
I think he's reached his boiling point.
So Lo, is he on the clock for you as far as you're concerned?
I'm done with that clock shit.
Say it again.
I said I'm done with that clock shit.
Oh, you're not with the clock shit,
bro. Like they not. It wasn't the Jadakiss Beans and.
Thank you.
You know,
it wasn't
that.
It's a different time with the internet. You know what I mean? Like
now, we need to raise our kids better. We need to sit them down, let them hear all these disses, so that when us old niggas start saying this is what it's supposed to sound like, we just don't sound angry and old. Like we lived through real wars. You know what I mean? And they all friends now. They said all kinds of crazy shit, and they all friends. Make it right.
And listen.
True.
That's all fine. That's all fine, bro. Like the shit that we experienced in the 90s and late 90s, early that was war. That was violence.
Yes.
That was physical interaction.
It spilled into the streets.
Mm-hmm. Bro, it was niggas pulling up on DJs in the 4040, getting mad at the DJ for playing Jim Jones records. Like it was bad.
Listen, I remember Flex would not play the Beanie Siegel Jadakiss tracks towards each other because he was like, he felt he had to be more, you know what I mean, more responsible.
This ain't that.
You know
that
what
was
I mean?
K-Slade things right there.
Yeah,
rest in peace, K-Slade.
R.I.P. the Drama King.
This is not that, bro. We don't got no mixtapes no more. We don't got no Monday Night Mixtape on Hot 97. We don't got the Drama album. We don't got Cutmaster C or, you know, we don't got that. It's not that no more, bro. And we have to accept that. That's why I'm just like, all right, cool. Let these niggas do it how they do it. Because at the end of the day, these niggas are probably going to be ended up friends. Yo, we came together. Like, look at Jay and Nas. Look what happened with them niggas. Look what happened with Beans and Kiss. Look what happened with them niggas. Look what happened with Jim and Jay. Look what happened with them niggas. Like, they figured it out. Took a couple years. But that was some real street shit. This is not street shit.
That part. Lo, we appreciate it. Oh, go ahead, cook.
No. I'm just saying we gotta remove like just us, you know, our
feelings.
How we do. We gotta remove the P Cutter mixtapes and all that, Who Kid and all that. We gotta remove that. It's just not that no more, bro. Like, and that's fine. I'm entertained because I know these niggas can rap and I know these niggas because, you know, they got some little personal shit, whatever the case is. That's all right. Yeah, that's what this is culture is built on. I am better than you. You don't think so? Prove it.
I think this is the last big quote fight we gonna have for a long time. This is the last one.
A long
final matchup.
Because who's even good enough for us to care enough?
Right.
You know what I mean?
After these three, no. I mean, there's niggas that'll come up and as the years go on, but because these guys have been doing it for damn near 12 to 13 years, and they've been in each other's circumference and talking to each other indirectly, we don't even see that brewing right now.
True.
Right?
True.
So our focus is on, okay, out of y'all three niggas, who's the one? So we'll just have to wait and see.
And we are almost there.
That's fucked up.
I mean,
we know who's not.
It's too late to apologize, man.
It's not.
Like he's not wrong. It's just fucked up, but he's not wrong.
Yo, don't sacrifice your mental health so I can hear some bars, my nigga. Because if you get cooked, I'm still smoking you, so don't lose twice. You know what I'm saying? I dig it.
Yo, you know the most interesting thing out of this whole situation. I'm sorry for the instruction. The most interesting thing about this whole situation was Kiss was on Stephen A. Smith's show, I think like two days ago.
Yeah.
And he was like, and you know that nigga battle tested. And he was like, yo, bro, I want to get next to this nigga and figure out, yo, why did you? Because that's unheard of for them.
It's mind blowing.
That's unheard of for him, Style, Chic, Beans, Free, like Jay, like that's unheard of. From I'm sure Cole has gotten plenty of phone calls like, yo, bro, like why you do that? Like, why? You know what I mean? So I understand.
He's on airplane mode right now, bro.
The competition is just not there like that for a lot of these dudes.
If he would have decided to get active right now, he better than both of them. He would have fucked around and won if he really wanted to get active.
I think from Cole's perspective, there's no benefit. There's no benefit because you know we know how Cole and Kendrick feel about each other. Like these niggas they fuck with each other for a long ass time.
That's a fact.
And it's like that's like me publicly going at one of y'all and like just granted that we getting our rhythm going on our relationship going. I'd rather pull y'all to the side and air you out in the text or on a phone call.
Fair play.
The world don't need to know that. And then cool, we get back to normal. Yo, you air your grievances, I air my grievances. Cool. We can make a decision like we're not fucking with each other no more, or we set our boundaries like, yo, bro, like.
Hey, look, before you go, I gotta ask you this one question.
Yeah.
You sure Simba was a cloud chaser last week?
Huh?
You sure Simba wasn't cloud chasing last week? Maybe it's a little.
Why is he cloud chasing? Because he wants to be in the conversation.
Come on, Lo. Come on,
So now niggas can't rap.
Yo, you know what? All right, I'm gonna give you a classic example. What happened? This what happened. This what happened, Lo.
I'll raise you one. What did Lupe Fiasco do last night at Coachella?
The same thing.
No. Said nobody wants smoke with me. All right, here's the difference. You the hookah champ, right? You the nigga with the hookah. You the hookah champ. I wait till your lungs is fucked up for me to come out and say I'm the hookah champ. No, you're not. The nigga over there was the hookah champ. His lungs is down right now. I'm over here feeling it. If you felt you was the hookah champ, you would have put that battle in while that nigga was all the way up in the air. Why wait till he says he's on his I'm too late to apologize shit for you to pop your head out and say I want smoke now?
Like he seen a dead body, took a stick and tried to poke it real quick.
Yeah.
Right? That's what it looked like.
Right.
Because if he felt that way, he would have did that while he was at his powers.
Over control.
You know what that is? You know what that is? That's him being disappointed in an MC that he fucks with. That's what that is.
True.
That's because Simba has had this kind of energy. If you listen to that project with DJ Drama, he had the same energy on that there too. He just didn't say no name.
I just felt like the timing of it was just like, bro, you jumping in while it's trending. All right. Maybe we
kicking that man while he's down.
Yeah. Also, I feel like he took.
I think two things can be true at the same time. He wants to be in a conversation while cloud chasing.
It's hip hop.
I think he took a very large leap too, from like not being in the mix to all of a sudden being wanting to be in the biggest of mixes.
What did Wayne call himself?
True.
The greatest of all time. You know what I mean?
And who was
That's
still
alive.
But he said that.
But
he was consistently outside though. He was consistently outside. He was dropping mixtape after
he was rapping though.
I understand that.
He was on DJ Khaled.
He was outside, yeah.
I understand that, but
Simba don't be outside like that.
All right, hold on. One at a time. Go ahead, Lo.
Rap wise, I don't know what that nigga doing his time.
He interjected himself into a conversation that no one was having. And then people started having it. And in addition to that, he was proving it. Right? So I'm not going to call this clout chasing because Simba's a very, very good fucking rapper. He took advantage of a situation and put his flag down. And that was that. It was a fucking freestyle. Nigga ain't get on social media and start posting memes and doing this and doing that. That nigga went to the booth, which we all love, and said what the fuck he said.
The way I see it, give us an impactful song first. Give us a dope album first.
And I'm sure we're gonna get to
jump
that.
Out the window like that.
I hope so.
I mean,
that nigga's nice.
I think we
are.
Nice.
He's dog nice.
He's dog nice. So that's what made it disappointing.
Most I can say is he might get Cole back focused.
It's not disappointing.
Cole might come after him.
Cool. It's fucking competition. Why are we scared of this?
Shit.
Why we get mad when a nigga want to say I'm better than you?
Nothing wrong with that. I'd rather him have said that while this nigga was at his height, telling niggas nobody's better than me. If you did it at that point, I would have disrespected him. Well, that's it.
He did it already. He did it on the DJ Drama mix.
On the tape.
He did it. That's why I'm not looking at this situation like, where this nigga come from. Nah, this nigga's been saying this.
I see the vision. I don't agree, but I see both sides. What you've done, I see what you're saying. It kind of changes my perspective a bit. My biggest gripe was just the timing of it. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, everybody on cold head right now. Bang. Let me go drop it.
Timing is everything.
Facts.
You got to take advantage of certain situations, no matter how anybody else look at it. That nigga didn't say nothing disrespectful about him. That nigga didn't say nothing disrespectful about his personality or whatever the case is. That nigga just said, based on what you showed us and based on the ability that I know you are capable of, you let me the fuck down. Fuck that, my nigga. Yo, you let Kaz down, you let Boss down, you let Dream.
Look, Nas down
Did he lie?
He didn't lie. There was no
Did he
lies
lie?
told.
Like, did he say anything in that freestyle that's like, yo, bro, why would you say that?
Nah, no cap.
We all thought that.
There was no cap in his raps. You right.
We all thought that.
All right, my man Low. We appreciate you. We got another guest pulling in right now. As always, you delivering your time to us is only a benefit
appreciate
to us.
You.
We appreciate you,
bro. And he's like, even when you hit me, you was like, yo, 6:45. I'm like, yo, give me 15 minutes. I'll pull up at 7.
Right.
My God.
Keep doing
it. And we ain't do rap life today, so I had some extra shit to get off my chest. So
bring it to the table, bro.
I'm here anytime. Send the link and I'm there.
Y'all not dropping at all this week?
Nah, they Nadesco's at Coachella and Ebro's doing another assignment, so we took off this week, and it's the worst week to take off.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's active. It's active, brother.
Worst week to take off.
Fact.
But we'll be back next week. But I'm glad I got to get my shit off with y'all. Like, hey, so y'all
salute, bro.
Yes, sir. Anytime, man. We gonna chop it up with you real soon.
My nigga.
Yes, sir.
Subway Series vibes, Low. Yes, sir. Good New York. Yes, sir, my brother.
Take care, man.
All right.
The homie Low, rap round table, great energy as always. But we not out of the woods yet, chat. I see we got a multitude of super chats. I want y'all to understand. I see each and every one of them. We just wanted to make sure that we gave y'all the commentary that y'all were looking for from us as always. You know what I mean? This is news breaking. It's energy and rap. We wanted to talk about it. We knew Low was pulling in. I hit the speed last second, like, yo, you got a couple minutes at the hookah bar pulling. He was like, definitely. You know what I mean? So we wanted to make sure we got that conversation out there. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. Run those likes up. We need at least 300 likes on this video. Run those likes up. Also, be mindful. Tomorrow, 6:30, episode 95 drops. So everyone who's in here right now, tomorrow at 6:30 p.m., pull right back up to this channel for episode 95. Top of the episode, we're talking about the top 5 diss records of all time. We're giving our personal 5s, not the definitive 5 if you're new here, but our personal 5. So make sure you hit that like button when you pull in. Hit the like button tonight. Hit the like button tomorrow. Tune in for episode 95. Yes. We got some breaking news in regards to Nas. We got a leak. I don't know how accurate it is, but chances are this Friday, for the people who want to hear something from Nas and Primo, we were told by a very important source that this Friday is going to be, and if I'm not mistaken, Friday is the 30-year anniversary of Illmatic.
You are not mistaken, sir.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? On that 30-year anniversary, is going to be a new Nas and Primo record. That's what we were told.
Let's go.
So we'll be keeping our eyes and ears open for that. But we got to take a trip to the West Coast.
Yeah.
For our West Coast cousin, BT Jizzle.
West, y'all.
Big West.
All right, so
I mean, a couple minutes.
Hey, my bad. I was
somebody I could be on Team Kendrick with.
I was over here reading Drake's writing book. Look, it's nothing in it. It's nothing in there, bro. There's nothing in there, bro. Hey, let me tell y'all something. I just want to say this. Hey, Deanie, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
First of all, Mabella, before you even get started, let's address the name. Let's address the name before we even do anything. K-Dot up by 15 before halftime? That's the name you pulling up with, dogs. I hear you.
Hey, look. Real quick, I'm gonna give you a few pointers. First of all, the whole world thought it was an AI record. That says a lot about your man.
Okay. Initially.
Because look, and he didn't come out and say anything, which lets me know. Let me see if this cooked, because if it does, I'll put my name on it, because I seen what happened to Cole. What happened to Cole.
Thank you.
All right, we gonna play those games. Number 2, he gotta separate K-Dot response from the field, because you know what he gonna do? He gonna cook all those other niggas, throw some jokes at K-Dot. Oh my God, he's up. No, he's not, bro. No, he's not. He went at Ross. Okay. You go at the weekend. That's cute. Okay, cool. You throw your little line out there towards Metro. All right. Dog, don't try to incorporate that in K-Dot's field. You can't do that. That's cheap.
Yo, bro.
Because if he go get 21 Savage, guess what? K-Dot ain't got time for that, bro. I want you.
So this 15 up is this is he must be one of the niggas that didn't hear the real version, bro. I'm telling you, there's a lot of niggas I feel didn't hear it.
Hey, bro, look, check this out. I see the logo on your hat. I respect
you. See what's going on.
I respect it. Y'all not respecting where hip hop came from. I'm disgusted, bro.
Nigga.
Because
I am where hip hop come from, nigga.
Y'all come from the same city, two of the greats. Nas and Jay-Z.
Talk to him.
But y'all not acting like it. These simple little bars is getting y'all amused.
Bro.
I'm sick of it, bro.
Y'all let the last one is better. You let that get you hyped. The last one is better.
Niggas going crazy over nigga
bum. That's what y'all niggas get y'all crazy too. But this ain't doing it for niggas.
I heard you 17 minutes ago. You was capping talking about, maybe you didn't hear the bars, you didn't break it down, but you complain about breaking down K-Dot bars.
Yo, K-Dot got bars. No one ever said first of all, I cook him more than the free world. No one's ever said K-Dot don't got bars. You know what I'm saying? But if we're dissecting everything down bar for bar, was that verse on like that strong like that? Was like that?
I just want to say that let's make sure we're not talking over each other, just so that I want to hear both sides clearly. So let's slap boxing. Let's have a good clean fight, boys.
Talk to me, brother.
Hey, we thought AI wrote it to begin with, so y'all know it's not hot.
Which is what I said on Saturday.
You're lying, bro. Y'all let it. This is what y'all did. Y'all turned this. Y'all simmer. And then y'all got the reaction. Oh, let's turn the fire up a little bit. Yeah, that's me. I did that. No, you didn't, bro. They typed that in the computer. And they went to work for Aubrey. It wasn't even hard. Mace, know the truth, bro. Don't send me no gifts. Don't send me no gifts.
This is crazy.
You sound crazy right now.
This sounds crazy.
Let him cook.
This is crazy.
This is our guest here. Let him cook.
And look, I'm just gonna end it with this. Look, Drake fans think he up one just for the response. It's not for the content. Half of his fan base don't even know what he was talking about.
Bruh, you know this verse, niggas acting like this shit is gold. This shit is cup of noodle ramen, bro. Niggas acting like this shit is the shit you get at the Japanese, Chinese restaurant type shit. This is just regular hot water on some spice, my nigga. It was a good verse. It was cool. There's nothing about the hardest verse on the whole joint is the fruity water bar.
It ain't no
niggas clicking up.
To this. It ain't no replay value to this.
Bruh, you're bugging. The song has way more replay. That's I do love like that. I do really like that. I do really like that. So I won't do that. It's on the future album. Don't do that, Sin. It's on the future album. Don't do that, Sin.
Mace. This is house rice. All right, a day
old. Niggas said house rice.
You can't reheat that, bro. You not, and it's not playing in
the
club.
There's an art to reheat that shit. You got to figure it out. There's an art.
You do know what is playing in the club, right? Oh,
Denny, you got to fall back for a second, man.
Go ahead, man.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Because my thing is, this the problem, Bailey. You should have replayed it a few times, because then you realize how much my man was cooking. And all of a sudden, this is what I'm saying, where Kendrick is so protected. All of a sudden, Kendrick is not on the clock. Kendrick don't got to respond. All of a sudden, getting played in the clubs matter. Number ones matter. This is what I'm saying. Kendrick, y'all create a different rule for Kendrick at every turn. Y'all stay moving the goalposts. What do you mean? No,
you got people on my timeline asking if having a ghostwriter in hip hop is a bad thing. Who did that come from?
I seen a lot of ghostwriting.
I'm not accepting this.
Kendrick Lamar ghostwriting rumors this weekend, actually.
Listen,
niggas treated your auntie as a man now, like a magnum.
Where you see the bars at? Where you see the bars at?
This is where Mace loses me, because what we're saying is not that all of a sudden the club matters. What we're saying is that y'all keep saying, "Oh, Kendrick don't get played at parties. Kendrick don't get played in the clubs. He don't get played at the function." But when he wants to do that, he's absolutely in that mix. You know what I mean? So it's really, what we're saying is that there's literally nothing Kendrick cannot do. You know what I mean? That's what we're saying. He chooses to create music that talks about a lot of social topics, but when he wants to get in the mix, he can get in the mix. You can't deny that.
I hear you, but he don't be in the mix. Like my nigga, like honestly,
because he don't feel like
two club songs I know is a Drake feature and a Drake diss. But
I've you know what I'm saying. If you a nigga that you know what I'm saying, I've helped DJ parties before, bro. I've never had not a soul come up to me and be like, yo, put on some Kendrick, my nigga. Like never, like ever, bro.
Because of that,
that don't matter. That don't make no difference. That niggas don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the mood they in. When
listen.
See, can I just jump in real quick?
When niggas in a good outside mood, niggas don't be asking for that.
I just want to say one thing.
Go ahead.
We not gonna come on here and give Kendrick Lamar the Andre 3000 treatment. Niggas asked to put Kendrick on, my nigga. He been on the radio. He been in the clubs. We not doing that tonight, Dini. We not doing that. Carry on, Sid.
You went to a spot and they said, "Yo, put on some Kendrick."
Yes.
Solo music, no feature.
Yes.
Not fucking problems.
He has records.
You do.
Listen,
not really for the club in most instances.
You be letting your criticism leak into hate, gang. Like you're hate. You know what I mean?
I'm watching them too. I'm watching you.
Listen,
you a hater too, bro. I get it from you, nigga.
Today, I just listened to Pimp a Butterfly front to back earlier today. I would never go to any function and say, "Yo,"
not referencing that album. We talking about
no. That's what I'm saying. Okay. I would never go to a club and say, "Yo, please throw on one of these songs from To Pimp a Butterfly, like Mama or Institutionalized." Absolutely not. But that's not to say that he doesn't have records that can play in the club.
They
all on damn. They all on damn.
Swimming pool. No, you got swimming pools. You got the Recipe.
Swimming pools in the
niggas gonna be playing Recipe in the spots, and get the fuck out of here.
They play the Recipe in the coffee house.
Yeah, come on, bro. Stop it.
Come on, man.
Come on.
That shit goes. The
Dr. J joint, that shit goes,
bro.
Since we're getting away from it.
Next thing you know, niggas gonna be like, we was listening to nostalgia in the club. No, we wasn't, bro.
He ain't mentioned Poetic Justice. That's what I heard in the club most recently.
There you go. Fucking problem. Shit like that.
He skipped past that for a reason, you know.
Oh, the song that landed at number 26 on Billboard, and Drake is trying to act like he gave him a number one hit. Okay, that's
Taylor Swift did.
Shout out to her.
Taylor Swift,
look.
So you're not hearing the bars. The bars is going over your head too.
No, look. This is all I'm saying. I listened to it. Dini, I did. I even laid down and put my hand like this and listened to it and tried to. I gave Drake much more credit than that. I was like, bro, this is not him. He could have came way better than this.
First listen, same. Correct.
I got it.
On the first listen with the weird version, I was weirded out. I thought he was toast.
Y'all talking about pushing the goalposts back. Y'all, it's just a light jab, bro. It's been a light jab for 10 years.
I mean, niggas been outside. Where your man been at?
Nah.
I've been outside. Where y'all at?
He's ducking the fade, bro.
He's not ducking the fade.
Who's ducking the fade?
He's not ducking the fade. He just dropped the joint.
If anybody right now is Kendrick. He ain't saying nothing yet.
And I just said my first point was.
And I wouldn't advise him to rush. This is something you got to take your time with. Pause.
I just want him to separate it from the field, because if he attacks the field like he can, why? Because at one point those cats was tight with him, so they probably did a lot of Eskimo Brothers stuff together at one point in time. He don't have that type of dirt on K-Dot. So he don't have that angle, but he does have that angle on them. He could destroy them, but that doesn't count as a win towards K-Dot. Y'all not gonna do that. I see y'all doing that.
If unveiling the kid gonna get you lost up, then you all right, bro.
No, I had heard Mace was gonna wear a red wave cap today. He on that type of time, bro. I heard he gonna try to mix everything in. It's not gonna work like that. It's a one-on-one fade.
Listen, it's. At the end of the day, Bailey, you really cop and please for your boy right now. What is
his whole career?
He mentioned his wife. What about that? You don't gotta
is Kendrick on the clock or not? That's all I want to know. Is he on the clock?
No. Tell me how
he had Kendrick up one in the damn chat.
Is he on the clock, or do y'all just really want him to respond? What's the difference?
I don't. You don't
Lois said what I said. Is he on the clock or not? K-Dot up 15.
No, look. He on the clock. He on the clock. He on the clock. He on the clock. He on the clock.
I respect that.
Thank you for keeping it a bean.
As you were, Mace.
But for what though? What is he on the clock for?
Because he got shot at.
To come outside with the animals, because Drake just released a diss track at all the enemies. You know what I mean? Your man gave us a little light verse. You know what I mean? It's Big Me, this and all that. Y'all took y'all little victory lap because J. Cole backed out. Drake just came right at him, bro. Like Drake just stepped to the field and said, "What's good, nigga?"
Real jabs.
What's good?
Real jabs.
This is Drake. This is Drake's second time attempting to throw stones at K-Dot. He did it first with Cole. Go back and listen to Cole's that Cole track. It sounds like Aubrey was like, yeah, throw that one out there, bro. Then we throw out the AI track. Now everybody is saying, nah, that's not him. He could have did better than that. Oh, wait. It is him? No, this is kind of dope. Y'all fake, bro. Y'all can't do that.
Yo, we changed the beat, changed the whole thing, man. Don't do that, Bella.
Everybody, we still.
Bella, you should have printed out the lyrics, bro.
Now, why Bella on here getting emotional?
Nah, man. You know what?
I'm gonna
tell you why. Because hip hop was born in New York.
Nah, you emotional, Bella. You supposed to be here objective.
I took an edible. So
get right, my brother. Get right.
There you go.
Y'all from New York, bro. I respect the craft because that's where the craft came from. But y'all not acting like it.
Y'all got the weed though.
Y'all not acting. Man, hey, let me tell you.
I got the weed. The West Side.
We out of there, bro.
Nah, you out of there. What you gonna do if he loses? If you just worked up?
It ain't no ifs over here, Jarb. How many championships we got in here? How many championships we got?
Kendrick
a lot of rings.
Man, I'm tired of these cats. These cats act like they don't know where I come from, bro. Ain't nothing but palm trees out here, baby. What we talking about? Huh? Palm trees.
I see you.
All right, stop playing with us.
Kobe,
I'm about to pull up on you when I go out there, bro.
Kendrick played for the Clippers though, so I don't know. You know what I mean?
Hey, pull up, Deanie. We going straight to Compton.
Yeah, we outside, man.
Yeah, we going straight to Compton. Why not? You know?
Let's go.
Your man even scratched in. What top 5 you smoking on, Kendrick? He calling your man outside the crib. He can't do that. You know what I mean?
You can't call somebody outside who already been outside
for this year. I'm sorry.
Nah, he's been chilling, bro. He's been getting off, man.
Been outside. The boogeyman been outside.
He just dropped Scary Hour 3 last year.
Hey, look.
And it was fire.
I was told he's working on some raps with his auntie. So maybe he'll come outside then. You know.
Hey, man.
Bars, right? Bars. My auntie is a man now. Bars.
Leave my boy.
Whoa.
444. Leave his 444 alone.
You're right.
Leave him
Trust
alone.
me, Ben. I've been leaving it alone for a minute now.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. The big steppers, you gonna listen to that at home, cleaning up and stuff like that. It's gonna get you right for the week.
Nah, Diddy said it's a weed plate.
That's cool. That's cool.
Audio incense, I guess.
But
no replay value.
All honesty, I don't think that was a hit for him to respond that fast.
That fast, you saying, or period?
No, I mean I want him to respond, period, because I want this to keep going.
He coming outside, bro. It's warm. We are at war. Kendrick definitely gonna respond.
No, I'll go one step further. He's giving him a lot of slack. He has to respond.
No question.
Hands down.
But I don't think
I want him to respond, and if he doesn't respond, cool. He has to. He's got to come out.
That's all I was saying.
I don't think it's gonna be a clock. I don't think we're gonna get something like Friday or something like that. You know, I think niggas just waiting for moments at this point. Drake found his moment. His moment just happened to be 3 weeks after that shit came out.
Yeah, remember the guy who tried to shoot the fade with Jason on top of that roof?
Oh, boy.
Yo, this nigga Bill. Yo.
On that note, Billa, we thank you for your time. We got one more segment to get to. We wanted to just hear from our West Coast correspondent.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? Hopefully a week from today there'll be a Kendrick diss in response, so we can do this again next week. You know what I mean? BTG's corner under the palm trees with Baylor.
Under the palm trees, under the sycamore tree, under the palm tree.
Hey, Denny, hey, I might be the one picking you up from the airport.
Yo, holla at me, man. Bring the weed,
Yeah, hey, my playlist is crazy. It's all West Coast stuff. That's
I fuck with it.
It ain't no Kendrick. That's the funniest part. He got out of there before I could say it.
It's Jason Cash.
We got 2 more segments. We're gonna have one massive super chat segment because there's a lot of supers to get to. But I know I saw a lot of y'all in the chat mentioning Rose. There's been a lot of Rose talk in the chat. I feel like people came away mostly impressed with Rick Ross. So let's talk about it. How big of a factor after all this Kendrick and Drake smoke is Rick Ross in this situation with Drake? Is he the wild card to say the rap snob?
He ain't no wild card. This is this is. I think this is purely entertainment for Rick Ross. I don't think he really feels that strongly about it one way or another. I think whatever his feelings are towards Drake right now, I think they're real. I don't think they're deep enough though, to really play a major factor in all of this rap civil war that's going on. I think Deanie, you know what I mean? I don't want to take Deanie's bars, but he said something in the super chat about like, you know what I mean? They could probably scrap right now and be sipping Bel Air like in a couple weeks. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. It's fun because I mean the record he put out, it's fire. I love it. The beat is fire. His flow is crazy. He said a few choice words, you know what I mean, towards Drake. And of course, the outro, calling him white boy and everything, which is like my favorite part of all of this. But I don't know. I just don't feel like it's deep enough to where it's really gonna, affect things or like really push the needle one way or another. I think really the main event is just Drake and Kendrick. This is like an underscore, an undercard. It's cool. It's fun. It's entertaining. I'm here for it. But I don't think it's a major factor. You muted.
But I mute myself. I don't remember mute myself. I'm working too hard. Anyway, Macito, what you think about this Rose situation?
I agree with Sin for the most part. Ross is kind of a side mission. We waiting for the grand finale. This is Kendrick and Drake is the civil war. That's the fight. That's the big boss match. You know what I mean? This is like I think I heard somebody compare this to almost like a takeover type of situation for Drake. This is like the Prodigy bars. You never heard Jay-Z going back and forth with Prodigy after those bars. You know what I'm saying? That the feelings aren't enough. Even Ross's explanation, like you sent a cease and desist to French Montana. French didn't even mention this. You know what I mean? He was literally going at your biggest artist, you know what I'm saying, Meek Mill, and you was on Breakfast Club, you know what I'm saying, saying, oh, it's going to work out. They going to be good. We've even, now that Ross is coming up, bringing up the ghostwriting rumors, when I see another clip of Ross going around saying that Drake is in the 2 percentile of MCs that can go and cook up on the spot. So we got to remember who we talking about here. Ross is a master marketer. You know what I'm saying? He saw opportunity here. You know what I mean? You mentioned the clout chasing with them, but this is clout chasing to me. I would be honest. You know what I mean? If I unfollowed you because you sent a cease and desist to French, all right, that's kind of when he said 50 looked at him funny in the BET Awards, and that's why he started the beef. You know what I mean? Ross be making up shit along the way, bro. So I don't think it's deep enough for them to be going back and forth. We had to wait 10 years for this Kendrick shit with Drake. You feel what I'm saying? Even Pusha and Drake was years in the making before they went back and forth for a spell. So I don't really see this going past, unless Ross continuously just drops records. I don't really see this going on the record past this, to be honest with you.
Got you. GGRS says real quick, I want to put this up here because I know he's new here. No, that's not it. I hate when y'all commented so fast I couldn't even get to it. Now Mace cares about contradictions. When it's Drake, it doesn't matter though. GG's. I will speak on behalf of Mace and I'll let him talk right after. Mace is the number one flip-flop on the rap round table. So when you call him out about being a hypocrite, it's never gonna work. But Carrie, can you let him know?
You know what I mean? She missed my rookie season. I used to flip-flop from episode to episode. I'm a little less egregious now, GG, but you know what I mean? Stay tuned.
I remember when he flip-flopped about Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. He loved the album on first listen.
Listen, love the album. Listen, my whole thoughts about J. Cole. Y'all remember how bad I hated J. Cole? And then I was like, yeah, J. Cole's the one. And now I'm like, J. Cole sucks again. Like, come on, Gigi, you got to run back.
Mace's flip-flop from episode to episode. You know what I mean?
Come on, man.
We did a live Monday. By Friday, the whole take changed. So it's like, you got to lock in.
You got to keep up.
It's just Pac and OVO team over here. That's the loyalty. Everywhere else, I'm changing, man. That's it.
Free smoke.
What do you think about Rose's diss and antics throughout the weekend?
So I'm gonna keep it a buck about Ross. I think Mace summarized it perfectly. Like Ross has always been a above the smoke and mirrors kind of guy. You get what I'm saying? The whole thing is business, money, finances, whatever I can do to put myself in position, I'm gonna do to get myself in position. Like we know the whole CEO shit like that. So I feel like if you can do all of that, nothing's above you. You get what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want and play this shit like it's a real movie. And I think Ross is exceptional at that. I think he sees this like, first of all, Drake ain't gonna have the time to really devote a full record to me. And I don't think he sees me as the artist that's worth like really like cooking. You get what I'm saying? He just gonna give me a few bars. I'm gonna respond back. If nothing else, it's gonna make me look great because I'm over here competing with a nigga that a lot of niggas wouldn't want to compete with or just don't want to compete with. So that's always gonna look like good for Ross and give a feather in his cap. I thought the song was all right. I thought maybe the financial aspect of playing wasn't the best option when you're talking about a nigga who got way more money than you. But I respect the attempt. I respect the punching up. I respect the ability to get in the ring. And it was done in a very short time. I respect just the competitive aspect of it. He didn't bow out. He didn't wait a week. He just said, this nigga's rapping at me. I'm going to send some joints out. He sent, I'm saying, basically a Mafia Music Part 7. You know what I'm saying? An actual sound, which I love his Mafia Music joint, so it works for me, the Maybach Music joint. So I thought he delivered a good joint. Would it be taken seriously? No. Will they be? The thing I'm thinking now, maybe not sipping Bel Air next week with whenever a nigga says, tell your mother, and it's anything besides good morning. Like shit goes left, and he was just saying a lot of tell your moms and tell your mother this, and I was just like, that's
a beautiful lady.
That's not Bel Air. Yeah, that's not Bel Air next week. You know what I'm saying? So it sounds like I don't know if there's smoke, but there's definitely a few now. If you over here talking about a nigga's moms and calling a nigga white boy and nose jobs and shit, you get what I'm saying? Like there's something's there now. There's definitely something there.
And that's kind of where I'm at. Like I love Rose. Y'all know how I feel on the personal of Rose is one of my personal favorite rappers. I'm definitely excited that he came outside and he was the first to respond. You know what I mean? I love the response. I enjoyed the talking at the end of the song more so than the rapping. I won't lie. Rick Ross is the closest thing we have to like an actual professional wrestler in rapping when it comes to like cutting promos, like creating an ambiance and an aesthetic that's super believable beyond the rapping. Yeah. I enjoyed every bit of that. But what I will say is by the end of the weekend, I took him less serious about this situation. Mm-hmm. It just seemed like it's almost like he's just having fun with his friend by the end of the weekend. So whereas first it was like white boy and woo, and this is funny. It was like, oh yeah, this is active. It turned into, yeah, I'm just trolling. I don't really care. You know what I mean? I'm doing my little show wherever I'm doing a show with my Drake hoodie on my Fall the Dog hoodie. It seems like he bought tour merch and put it on. I just don't know.
Spend some money.
Right. But it's like, I don't take what's going on with Drake and Rose serious. Now, if Drake decides to, in the next salvo, respond to Rose and say some that raises my eyebrow, maybe they play. You know, sometimes you got your man say y'all play fight, and then it ends up getting real because somebody hit you too hard.
One connected.
Right. So it's like I'm right now they slap boxing. And I'm waiting for somebody to get hit too hard and then they fight for real. I don't think anything with Drake and Rose is too real. Their friendship has been locked in. I mean, whatever happened with French, but I don't believe that. To me, I'm not gonna call it cloudy like Mace, but I'm gonna say it's a business opportunity for the boss to get some traction. If he sneak out a little 5-track EP in the next couple of weeks, then we know, all right, he's just doing this for business. And in the grand scope of it all, we've been talking about it. Some people that we know are trying to act like they just discovered the shit, but we've been talking about this for weeks. I still feel like it's one big stimulus for rap. Like this is all one big cohesive agreement by all parties involved to get the record sales to increase. Because look at the numbers that Metro and Future did back to back. We couldn't get those type of numbers a year ago with some of your most popular artists. So a part of me, Sin, feels like this is a whole rollout. Like this is a group of guys possible. Who are known to be friendly decided to get shit popping and move some units. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, the whole space is percolating, so the shit is working.
Well,
if that's the case,
it's still in the back of my mind. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to discount that being a possibility. Like 100%. Like, there's a small part of me that thinks that, but these two records, the Drake record and the Ross record, they only exist on the internet as downloadable MP3s. They're not streaming nowhere, so that's not generating any streaming metrics or revenue. So I don't know, man. Like, unless there's a long play, like a longer play involved, where this is going to lead to, other projects, EPs, official singles, official drops, and they're just trying to build that up. It could be. I don't put anything past anyone, but like, I don't know. Do you understand how many moving parts you would have to have be, moving in unison for all of this to play out the way that it's playing out? I don't know. It's possible, but I'm not going to say that it's likely.
Would you want that though,
Job,
bro?
I kind of disagree.
Okay.
I kind of disagree with you a little, Job, only because like these niggas really do have history. Like Drake and Weeknd been going at it for years. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake and Kenny. You know what I'm saying? Some of these do seem like if I was to believe that there's some sort of marketing scheme behind it, I would feel like they left Drake out of it. Like they say, yo, we all about to cash in on this nigga. Let's all get on this nigga. I can see that happening, but I don't think that Drake said, yeah, y'all all get at me. I'm me who already sells the most records. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that. I think that I can see them all saying, yo, like, we gonna make some Drake disses, like we gonna run up the numbers, but I don't know if, you know what I mean? Even J. Cole, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he would agree to go out like this. Like, I can see the one side maybe.
What you think, Dini?
I would hate that for the game. You know what I'm saying? I would hate to see all these manufactured issues. Like Mace just said, there's a lot of smoke between these niggas. You get what I'm saying? Like Drake strikes me as the type of nigga, he just a suffocating nigga in the room. And I'm saying I can just see a nigga, if you a nigga that you feel like you want to be in a room and you walk in a room with certain people and you don't get the respect, I can see why you would kind of feel a little way towards him. So Mace, that shit you saying does make sense. How everybody could be like, let's get this nigga out the way because he's the immovable object. You get what I'm saying? Once you get that nigga out the way, it's kind of like a free fall for everybody. But would I want that though? I wouldn't. Because like you just said, like the shit with him and K-Dot's been forever. The shit with him and The Weeknd, niggas talking about piping each other's joints and shit been going on forever. Like there's a lot of history and a lot of negative shit that's been around for too long for me just to believe like, yeah, you niggas are just fucking around. You get what I'm saying? It's getting smoky. Not clapping niggas smoky,
and Drake
but disrespectfully smoky.
Drake tried to holla at Rose's ex in the DM or something like that.
I don't know. Did she come out to a show? I think he put a front row into a show or some shit. Like Drake is, like I said, a greasy nigga. Like I'm sure he got a lot of niggas like riled up. You dig?
Here's what I really think. I think there's a lot of just groupthink involved. You know what I mean? It just happened to, like, the perfect storm is finally like brewing and forming like right now. Like all of this smoke has been in the air for so long. And Drake, I mean, look, I'm not gonna pretend to know, Drake's inner workings or whatever, but like in his personal life, but he seems like the kind of guy who moves in a way and does things where it would just exacerbate the smoke that's already kind of forming in the air. You know what I mean? And so as he continues to move in the way that he does, a lot of his homies or ex-homies or whatever are just like, oh, this guy, like, he really don't chill, bro. And I don't mean he don't chill in terms of like the music and the hits. He just don't chill with you know what I mean? With the transgressions, the personal transgressions. So like, that's what I think is going on. Like, I think everybody, and Low said it earlier, I think everybody's just had it up to here. And it's like, yo, it's all out. Gloves are all.
Yo, funny analogy. The nigga Drake is like Batman. You know what I'm saying? And all these niggas had to go and get Kendrick Lamar, who's like the Joker. You know what I'm saying? They had to find a nigga that's just somewhere out there. We have to hire the clown. Because I'm like, when did Kendrick Lamar and Future, like not Future, Future and fucking Metro Boomin, when did they get around each other to even do this? You know what I'm saying? Outside of
Pusha T is the Joker. I seen a meme today on Twitter with Pusha T is the actual Joker.
Because no one called him yet. Where's the phone call to him? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, yo, get on this album too. Let's put these two niggas on the song together. I mean, Pusha T would have been crazy on like that. You get what I'm saying? If you really want to go crazy.
Listen, if it would really be unfair if they call Pusha at this point. That's cheating at this point.
Yo, where is Pusha right now?
He's chilling, bro.
He's walking the catwalk. He don't give a fuck.
He's in Arkham right now.
He's eating popcorn right now.
Facts. Like I told y'all niggas. Anyway. Yo, listen, again, if you haven't already, please hit that like button. Every like that you hit us with, it helps us stay on the algorithm, stay out. Yeah, I know this is a decent amount of people in here right now, but there's no crime in wanting more. I go on other people's podcasts and I see that they be having thousands of people tuning in simultaneously. We creeping close, but with y'all hitting the like button and increasing our reach, we can continue to increase the brand recognition of the Rap Roundtable. So hit that like button. Hit that
LP.
like button. Run those
LP.
Salute.
My fault, y'all.
You know what I mean?
I'll say one last thing on the Ross thing. The one thing I did like was it brought up the conversation about how Drake gave a lot of guys their first hits and number ones, like number one hits, but there was also like something that went the other way. You know what I mean? Rick Ross and them, like they gave a lot of street credibility to a young Drake who may not have been so street savvy at the time.
This is facts.
I mean, it was. I like that Ross brought that conversation.
It's almost like mafioso energy. You paid for the protection, then you try to start acting tough. Don't forget who you paid to protect you in these streets when you was getting to it. But anyway, this is the ultra super chat segment. It's a lot of supers. We had a lot to talk about, and it's like sometimes when y'all get to talking and we see y'all engaging in the conversation, sometimes it's difficult to veer away to get into the super chats. But I want to let y'all know that I was seeing them and I wanted to save this segment. It's a lot of super chats. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna rotate the responsibility, right? So I'm gonna read the first one. Once I put it on the screen, it goes to Sin. It's almost like a rotation of playing spades. The second one will be Sin. The third one will be Mace. The fourth one will be Deanie, and then back to the top to me. All right? Are we clear?
Yes,
Got it.
Yes, sir.
First super chat from Mad Max says Sin, duck and drop and give me 50. So I guess fucking drop and give me 50 sincere. He's not dropping and giving you 50 anything. I'm sorry, Mad Max.
Thanks for $2.
Wow, God, bro.
Mad Max.
Yo, that's one dude I would like to have a drink with. I won't even lie.
Facts. Max in the town too.
Maxie.
All right, next one. What's the Prince of King? That's a son. Triple entendre gang. Yeah, I said as much. You know what I mean? That's the one bar that, as a rap snob, I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's a fucking bar. Absolutely.
That was the reply to Kenny's only good line. So break up.
Next up.
36 Chambers. Drake came through and did what Cole didn't. Hip hop is on fire. We need it. Name dropping Whitney, TDE shots, taking aim at 10 other artists, even brushing Cole's apology off. Solid work. 36 Chambers. This is all I'm saying. Kept it rap like everybody was begging him to. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden we get to the other side and it's like, oh, whenever it happens, it happens. Listen, Drake, whether you think it's some sort of like 10 diss record or 7 or 8, he did what he was supposed to do. You know what I mean? Job said he didn't knock nobody out, but he did walk into the bar and slap everybody.
Fair enough. Next up.
Then that's you and me, because you didn't get yours, right?
That's you.
Underrated shout out to 36 Chambers again. An underrated important element of a memorable diss track is replayability. Salute to you, good brother. Catchy flows, hard beating, quotables. People gonna be telling Metro to shut up and make drums for years. Impact counts. Yes, it does, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Girl tour, world tour, rung on for fucking years, and it's not an amazing bar. It just hit nigga.
Yo, you a fool. I am Aboriginal says people said if it's AI, it was bad, but now it's heat. Yeah, I'm people. You know what I mean? Because the thing is that it wasn't just that we thought it was AI, it was just like the complete vibe, the technicalities of it. The whole song is completely different. You know what I'm saying? If you take a person who's not a rap fan, not aware of anybody involved in the situation, and you play these two songs, they're two completely different records. Even down to the Get Money sample, all that, it's a whole different vibe to me. Like if you can't see that, then you don't want to see that, and I'm okay with disagreeing with you. But if you want to be fair and objective, and we don't have a dog in this fight until Pusha T gets involved, I personally don't have a dog in this fight.
I have a dog in this fight.
Sin has dog.
We know. Sin
Mace has a dog in this
because
fight.
they keep saying that we Drake fans, and it's like I'm not a Drake fan. Deanie, if
I'm
anything,
a Kendrick fan. Mace is a Drake fan. The other two are just here for the fight.
Nah, but Deanie got a dog in the fight because I think he wants Kendrick to lose. But we'll see how that plays out.
You're not a Drake fan, just don't like Kenny.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Good enough, man.
Sid, is up to your boy. He was talking Snatch of Chains. Drake said, "Do it, Kitty Boy Ken. Go give Punch 50." All right. Look.
Yo, Max.
Hold on.
Max on time.
And Drake is talking about Chip and Nails. So, yeah. You know what I mean?
He said you ain't snatching nobody's chain. He said that in the record. You ain't snatching nobody's chain, little nigga.
Yeah. Eminem technique, make fun of yourself before anybody else make fun of you.
Now we Eminem fans. Copy.
Now,
come on, Sid.
Jadorian, honor,
you know I love 8 Mile.
Jadorian, the homie.
Jadorian, honor and respect to my boy Jadorian. Push Up is cool, a lot of smoke, not much heat though. Jadorian, much honor and respect to you, brother. I gotta disagree with you, man. I gotta disagree.
Deanie.
I'm Aboriginal 499 says, nah, he doing what need to be done. Break down the song word is not fire. Exactly, bro. Like you can't.
He's talking about when Sin was going.
You do like everything sounds ass when you do that, bro. Everything will sound ass if we line for line. You know, hip hop's about more than that. You know that more than most niggas do. It's about the package. Pause. You get what I'm saying? Preemptive pause.
Yo. But I just wanted to make sure I set the tone in here before everybody started talking about how Drake tore down.
You knew exactly what you was doing.
Did.
You came to knock all the
break this shit the fuck down.
They're in the China room, bro.
And then came through with the aerosol can and the blowtorch, nigga, to start the podcast, bro. Fuck out of here.
I was like,
he knew what he was doing.
He hit
Listen, man. That's how you knew that. That's how you knew Kenny really got cooked. If you want to be honest,
that's how you have to break them down like that.
I know how y'all do.
My man. Yo, look, he went do the right thing. He went do the right thing. Look, Kendrick Lamar, Kenny.
Lord.
Nah, don't do me like dude from over there, bro. Don't do me like dude from over there, bro. Fuck out of here.
Yo. D motherfucker D. Yo, shit.
All right, look.
Yo.
All right. Chill, bro. Says Sin Glazing. If any old legends had a bar that said, "How the fuck you big stepping with a size 7 men's," or we would say it hits because it's a disrespect. Exactly. He's saying that his footprint ain't big enough.
Little nigga.
Didn't he have a Drake always talk about people when they not paws big enough? You know what I mean? So it's like when you there saying that you a big stepper with these little feet, and I think Marcos mentioned it earlier that you was rocking variant Jordans, variant 12s, size 7. He's saying your whole footstep is fraudulent. So shout out to 36 Chambers for that one right there. To the next one.
Yeah, the funny thing is he said if any old legends had a ball like that. I never heard an old legend talk about other men.
There we go. The technicality.
See,
compared to risk is like the rap.
Sin, no, we don't want to come up here.
Come on, man.
I'm not going.
Nobody said it.
But I'm about to go crazy in the group chat later. I am Aboriginal. This wasn't
that
no
was
takeover. Oh, my fault.
Yeah, I am Aboriginal. This wasn't no takeover or ether. Stop it, please. Correct.
Of course not.
Nobody's even. It's not even it. Go ahead, Mace.
Mr. Waves himself reacts. Cat, the Interscope ball was fire. It was, and see, this record is very
in 2024.
It was hard. Sin,
like your label in the scope, Sin.
That's what I'm
Where
saying.
Hudson at?
Tough.
Where Hudson at?
You gonna feel the aftermath of what I write down.
Deanie.
Okay, cool, Modi.
Mike H, $5. As mid as 50 push-ups was.
I got a joke for that, Sin.
It was the last we hear of Dot addressing Drake. It's on like that. That's an L for Kenny.
Thank you.
Not looking good.
Forever Faithful says K-Dot the champ. Wait till he gets his own track. We all waiting. That's what we waiting on.
Yeah. Niggas act like these niggas don't have studios in their crib, bro. Like you can drop a song whenever you want.
Told me he had it.
You know what I mean? It's the internet age. Don't tell me that what fucking Ether dropped 6 months later. We not in that time anymore. Dudes can record on their phone. You know what I mean? Like, drop the record.
Come on.
Next.
All right, 36 Chambers. Salute to you. Name dropping Dot's wife with a Whitney Houston bodyguard line implying something, and ending the song saying he knows more. Maybe a reach, maybe not.
I'ma just say
you know who did you know what? Well, you know who?
Let's keep that between me and you.
Nah. Sin, you. I must have not sent this to the chat. I'ma just say they was making a connection between Kendrick constantly calling J-Rock his bodyguard. Remember, he used to go around saying that every time in interviews. Yeah. J-Rock is my bodyguard. So that's the connection they trying to make.
Bars.
All right.
Next.
All right.
Jason Hodges. It's a K-Dot Code this on YouTube. Am I bugging? You might be, Jason. I can't.
No, that was AI. That was confirmed to be AI.
Oh,
whatever came out from Kendrick today was AI.
Yeah.
Dini.
Allegedly.
Forever Faithful, $2. Rose did the best so far. Bars dope, beat on fire. I like it. I actually like it. I thought he was rapping. It actually sounds like he really tried to just show up. It didn't sound like he was faking and fronting. He sounded like, you know what? Let me just put my best foot forward. I thought he did. So shout out to you, Forever Faithful. I thought he did all right too.
Shout out to the homie LP. We might never get an Ether or takeover because it's easy to amuse the fan base. They had to earn those reactions back then. They can say anything now, and that's true. Like the way fans digest music and hip hop specifically, you don't have to work that hard to get a reaction. Everybody's running to Twitter to say, "Oh, my man won." Everyone's screaming is 1-0. As soon as the last second of the song is done, Twitter 1-0, Instagram 1-0, reaction on TikTok 1-0. So the hyper reactive nature of the space these days, I see that argument, LP. Yeah, sir.
I'm Aboriginal again with the super chat. Salute to you. I know, bro, ain't bring up Ether. I don't know what that's in response to.
I'm sure if we mentioned Ether, it was in passing and not a direct comparison. Right. We're ridiculous, but we're not that ridiculous.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Mace.
Max, you gave me one, huh? Drake basically told the LL bar to Dot, "Don't you know you just a worker and your boss is my man's?" Dot is kitty litter. His AI leak this whack. Dot ghostwriters allegedly too. It's over. Listen, Max, I'm gonna send you the OVO papers. I ain't know he was on the team like that.
He signed, bro.
We got academics. We got Mo. The team is getting stronger by the day, man.
Yeah, you want to be affiliated with those guys? That's crazy. Nah, shout out Act. He shared it. Shout out Act. Shout out Act. Shout out Act.
Act got the crowd right
now. Low key running the culture right now. Low key.
Act really.
He's active.
He plugged in fake.
Samuel Crisanto, salute, $5. I'm sorry, ain't gonna be able to catch the live later. Y'all talk about Drake using another reference track bar for bar, this time from Yachty.
That worked. Nasty.
Yeah, not cool at all. Not really bars, more like some southern vibey shit for the joints. You know, like that's the pop star aspect we have to accept. Unfortunately, once you get to a kind of level, kind of like the Kanye, where the actual outcome of the music is more important than the actual process of just making the music. So I get it. Definitely an L, and this only explains why I say people keep Yachty around. Yachty, there's a vibe with Yachty, and he somehow knows how to put that out to other people. It doesn't work for him, at least not to me, but he knows how to put it, because that Jumbotron shit actually hits when Drake did it. It didn't really sound wavy when I heard it from old boy. But like I said, sometimes that's what he's there for. He's there to bring the energy.
Let's be clear. Like, if you don't know how the music industry works by now, then we can't help you. Everybody has referenced tracks. Some of your favorite singles, not the album cuts, but some of your favorite singles you've ever heard in your life comes from a reference track in some form of fashion, even if it's just the chorus.
Right.
That's just how things work.
Bro, right. But let's be clear. There's a difference between getting a reference track with a chorus and getting a reference track with like the whole
song. You're right.
Absolutely.
Things if we have the sound ball, you know what I mean? Next super chat, that's for me. Jalil Fletcher says, If y'all watch battle rap, everything is up for grabs. The only thing that matters is the narrative. Can you make us believe the narrative? This is not battle. I see the vision, Julie. I want to be clear. I understand what you're saying, and I agree. And maybe, matter of fact, I do agree. Because at the end of the day, perception still is going to outweigh the facts when it's all said and done. For a lot of people with this situation, especially with the way the internet works, if people perceive you of something, shit, we've learned that potting. Once people perceive something of you, that's who you are. It don't matter what you do. So I see the vision. Send this for you.
All right. 36 Chambers again. So to you. Kendrick could lyrically excel in a battle, but will Kendrick actually respond with the level we expect? Mr. Morale K. Dot isn't Good Kid, Mad City or Section 80 K. Dot. Well, here's the thing. I would have agreed with you before like that. You know what I mean? Like, Jarv and I had disagreed when Jarv said, you know what I mean? The whole first person shooter, all that chatter that was going on, and how Kendrick was going to feel about that. I was like, I don't know, man. Like, Kendrick seems to be on a different path right now. But then he came back with like that. So the fact that he came outside for like that means that he is outside, or at least I hope that's what it means. It better mean. You can't come outside and then go back inside like that.
I need a project. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yep.
Mesito.
Deadass Poet Society. People sleeping on Lupe. He put out an open challenge to everyone at Coachella. Listen, Deadass Poets. When it comes to Lupe, I'm on the same side as you. I think Lupe is possibly listen, Job disagrees. I possibly think Lupe might be the most advanced lyricist ever. You know what I'm saying? We already seen Lupe somebody who Royce is somebody who would have been one of those boogeymen that we approached, right? Lupe sent the nigga back, you know what I mean? Back across the other side of town. So, you know what I mean? Job is napping through it, but I don't think niggas really want a problem with Lupe.
At all, man.
Nobody.
Like, who would what? Lupe is like right there with Simba, honestly, in this conversation. Like, who's way like that Chappelle joke? Like, what does Ja think? Nobody's asking what Simba thinks. Nobody's asking what Lupe thinks. I'm sorry. I like Lupe. He's an ill lyricist. But in terms of like the impact and scope of this, nobody's checking for what Lupe has to think about it.
Ever. Only time we looking at Lupe is when he's arguing on Twitter or playing Street Fighter. Otherwise, we don't care, bro. I'm sorry, Dini.
I can't.
Don't do my boy like that.
You, nigga.
He got real rap niggas saying I don't want no problems.
Yo, you see that?
He got real rap niggas saying I don't want no smoke. So you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Ray still come outside.
Go ahead, Dini.
Mad Max again, 999. Salute. LMA. Kendrick dissed him with the field. He gets addressed with the field. This is why your man's name Bear, just like the Laker great. He don't got no winning takes. That's like Kitty Cat raps. You're necking him. Yo, chill, bro.
Max was telling us to do push-ups during the chat, bro.
Nigga said that Kitty Cat raps. You're necking him. I'm out of luck.
Moving on. Average nigga. $5 holla says the Compton Leprechaun better have some gold bars in that pot once he drop. This is why I love rapping. Not only are the rappers disrespectful, but the fans are disrespectful too. This is crazy. The
average nigga salute.
Yo, Drake, is that you, Drake?
Comment. Great
is that Drake?
Slander aside, though, he's not wrong. You know what I mean? Kendrick got a.
I think that's great.
That's official.
Go ahead, Sid.
You know what I mean? Mad Max again with the super chat again coming at me. God damn it. Sin said Kenny chooses to rap about woke shit. Bro Punch tells him what records to make everything about him fake. Damn. It ain't about when he wants. It ain't about when he wants it, but when Top Dog wants. You heard Drizzy.
Mad Max, you got to proofread before you hit send, gang. You be killing
them. Comments will be a game changer, my brother.
Crazy.
I understand you, Max. I might be the only person on earth, but I do understand you.
Jesus.
Jermaine L. Johnson, what up, family?
JLJ, that's my dog.
Who's this, Mace?
this is for me, but Job, this is directed to you, brother. Job, ASAP would absolutely not sign up for Drake publicly saying that his wife's pussy is trash just for the sake of streaming sales ploy.
Can I respond to that?
I think you should, Joe. I think you should.
It don't matter what Drake say on wax, right? There's a room full of niggas here. If Drake said that Rihanna's vagina is trash, would that stop you from wanting to clap Rihanna if given the opportunity?
No.
So it doesn't matter what Drake says.
Tumbo finger.
It doesn't matter. He but you know what did happen? Because we can't prove that her joint is trash. But what we can prove is that at that award show, when he tried to kiss Riri weaved him, right?
Whoopsie.
That happened. That. So what's trash? The boxy or the him here? All right. Didi the Balance coming to you.
Okay.
Rafael Rodriguez, $4.99 salute. Fellas, have y'all heard the High Whitney joint? Folks said it's AI, but it kind of sounds real. And the Petty Wage Drake's real life thoughts. That's the joint I think that's the Cap joint, right?
It's AI. He hit directly and said, that wasn't him.
Yeah. I think he told Act earlier today. That's the one part about this game that's a little messy is the AI. So you really got to be careful.
Yeah, man. Like being on Twitter all day, I gotta, bob and weave. Like I'm ducking landmines with all these different AI, covers of shit. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
My only thing though, real quick, is that the new blaming? That's not actually it. Are these all actually AI, or are they just tiny leaks that they decided not to use? I hate the whole it's AI thing. Like I don't think neither of them is AI, to be honest. I just
it becomes a situation of it was a movie by Quentin Tarantino. It was like an old Western movie. I forget the name of it right now. What's the name of that Tarantino movie that we like? Damn, no help.
The Hateful Eight?
The Hateful Eight. And there was a scene in there with a white dude who was playing the Mexican. And they was accusing him of killing Whitney, whatever her name was, who made the nice stew beef. And he said, can you prove it, cabron? That's what this whole situation is. Anytime I say it's AI, can you prove it? And I'm going to be like, no, I can't prove it. So we had an impasse. Baylor with a super chat says, nobody in the chat yelling Candyman in the mirror tonight. Tell Metro to shut up and make some drums. It's not an L for K-Dot. Stay focused, Aubrey. Baylor waving.
Baylor. This how
West, y'all.
Hit, man. The defense is
Bronx Bomber donating $1. Thank you.
Salute, Bronx Bomber. I see you.
This is the rap stop. This one is yours.
Michael Brown with the $10 holla. Super chat, just because. Great dialogue show today. Hashtag Rap Roundtable. Salute to you, Michael Brown. Appreciate you, man.
That's love.
Appreciate you, bro.
Salute.
We got Chip Osorio.
I knew that's a name I've never seen before.
Never. Thanks. So shouts to you, bro. So when did going after the wives of the opponent become acceptable? Hit him up.
Hit him up.
That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. Left condoms on your baby seats. Been around since like forever.
Rappers only started getting married like in the last 10 years, to be honest. So
that's a fact.
You know what I mean? That's a hard one to prove, but definitely hit him up.
Yeah. Danny. Zig, what up,
Rasta
Zig?
Miyagi. Shout out to the homie Rasta. Kendrick definitely coming back outside. Them Gemini rappers can get evil, as y'all know. He's definitely coming back outside, and we expect him to come with fire. That's the absolute fact, Miyagi.
It's gonna be a bloodbath, bro. I really believe it. Marcos, the family, what it is. Proud to be a Yonkers native and happy to be raised in a certain era. Even CNN got busy. That's a fact. Shout out Marcos. I think that's what we all struggle with, is because we all from that ilk and we know what this is supposed to be. So like I think some of our impatience and the way we even the way we grade the bars is based on some of the vitriol we've heard in the past. You know what I mean? And we just want these guys, and none of these guys are 20. All of these guys are grouped in the same timeline as us. So they should know the rules of engagement. Mad Max, damn, every time we all come around, is Mad Max going to sin.
Mad Max, once again, Rose Dis was whack, just like him.
Too far, Max.
You're gone too far.
You know Ross got a lot of OVO tracks, man. Chill, Max.
Come on, bro.
Chill, bro.
Even I fucks with Max. I'm sorry. Even I fucks with Rose. You know
Adriel Green in there.
Adriel, what up, Brody? Peace. I think Drake's song is incomplete. It cuts off at the end abruptly. I think we'll hear the rest when it gets to DSPs, but he's waiting for a response. Adriel, I don't think it's incomplete. I think that was all purposely done. I mean, maybe we both say it is purposely done, but I don't think that means it's incomplete. I think that's probably the start of whatever record he's going to drop next.
And last but not least, the True is one of the most problematic in the chat.
Man.
Go ahead,
salute to the Truest. Gosh. Kenny been ducking smoke since Control responses. New name Duck Smoke. He been hiding from the smoke for a decade. That leak dislike that. Dookie. He's not feeling it. The Truest. Salute to you, God.
Salute to that, brother.
So Drake didn't duck Control? Okay, copy.
A lot of people duck Control.
No, he didn't
Drake
duck Control.
Drake and Kendrick been sending balls at each other for years. They ain't no ducking. They've been fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, Mad Max.
I didn't hear a name. I heard a name on Control. I didn't hear no name on Drake's balls.
Fair enough. The OVO tracks are the only good ones, mate. So all right,
yeah.
Max. All right, Max. Look, we've been on here for 2 hours. We appreciate y'all rocking with us, like we always say. Like y'all, wait, there's more. Oh, we gotta hold on. There's another one here.
Chip Osorio just sent some. Shout out to Chip.
Yeah, just came across your channel when I like that crash YouTube. Glad to find you guys. I enjoy your panel and a friendly band and good stuff. Much love. That's what we do it for.
Salute, God.
That's what we do it for. And I see B Rad here is accusing of glazing. I don't know who's glazing this time, but you know,
man, I wish y'all never learned that word, bro.
What I've learned is that if you like a rapper and the person doesn't like that rapper, you're glazing. But if you agree, y'all. So put it this way: if you like Kendrick and you don't like Drake, you're glazing Kendrick. If you like Drake and you don't like Kendrick, you're glazing Drake. Therefore, everyone's glazers then. Is that what it is?
The Portland Trail Blazers.
Have we settled it? Have we settled it? Is everyone thumbs up or thumbs down? Are everyone glazers? Based on this rhetoric, we're all glazers. You know what I mean? Because if we agree about an artist and we both like that same artist, we both glazing. That's based on your logic. I'm just using your logic.
Yo.
2 nice comments back to back. You're glazing.
But
that's the way it goes.
Shout out to Chip Osorio. Shout out to everybody who dedicates their time and they lock in. Because again, there's a bunch of podcasts on YouTube. So if you just stop, click on our joint, lock in with us, dedicate the time because it's still about 400 and change up in here, and it's a 2-hour pod. So a lot of y'all press play, y'all didn't leave. Much love and respect to y'all. Hit the like button if you haven't on the way out. And again, we are back on the air tomorrow, 6:30 p.m., episode 95. So make sure you pull up Top 5 Disc Records. Make sure you pull up Dini the Balance. Take us home.
Yo, salute to all of y'all in the chat. We got a few y'all still rocking with us.
Yeah. Shout out to Jadorian.
Yeah, salute to everyone. Salute to just commenting in general. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you just comment.
That's my dog.
What up, my guy? Salute to y'all for just commenting, engaging with us. We fuck with y'all all the way.
I saw his comment because Jadorian agreed, so salute to him. Yeah, all right.
Absolutely. All right. He said I made the most sense. 100% correct.
We'll take it.
I didn't realize that was the correlation.
We'll take it.
Go ahead, Didi.
Yo, shout out to all y'all for fucking with us, man. We back on tomorrow. Also, shout out to y'all again. We hit 16K, y'all. You know what I'm saying? On subscribers, couldn't do it without y'all. We love y'all. Fuck with y'all all day, every day. Hit the like button. Shout out to Jarvie. Shout out to Sincere. Shout out to the fucking voice of the culture, Mesito. I'm Dini the Bound to the Force with our powers combined, man. It's Monday night, Raw. Pause. We out of here. Big New York. Boom.